we're going to be done with this as early as possible.
We're partying like it's 2026.
Here we are, guys. Another year. And another year where we have to look back on the things that we said, the people that we met, and the friends that we have made along the way. Hi, everybody. Welcome to 3BlackGeeks. Year in show, episode, whatever you want to call it, year in review, whatever. Like, click, subscribe, please, ladies and gentlemen. Comment, because your engagement actually makes us better. Please visit us on all of the social media platforms as usual. And yes.
Our main website will be up.
Wait. What you pointing that for?
What? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did make a scroll for this. There you go.
Yeah.
So
also, our website will be up and running before the start of the new year. So there's that. So you can still go to lightson.com, but go to the website if you want to go directly there.
As you see, I have no set scroll for this.
Look, man, look.
There was nothing.
Can I talk about something? Let me talk about something here.
We're going to be talking about the whole.
I'm LA Knight. Let me talk about it. But anyways, this is gonna be just comedic at this point because 2025
was. Hold on, before I know you say it's comedic, Chris, but given the list that you put up for us earlier before we started this, are we going with the people that we lost?
Yes, we are. But I just want to point out something here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's announce what we're going to do before we go into it.
So we lost a lot of people this year, but I have to point this out here, and I'm glad D put it up on our IG. When we did Rover Dangerfield and we talk about old Hollywood, right? I think it's amazing that we as Black people, we had an appreciation for Dick Van Dyke, and the fact that this man hit 100 years old, I was like, oh my God, who knew this was going to happen?
Dick is still with us. Dick is still beside us. Dick will always be. Wait. What y'all laughing up about? Hold on.
I'm only
what are you laughing about?
I'm only laughing because Chris mentioned Rover Dangerfield, and it's just this.
Yeah.
It's the hands and the look on Rover's face. I'm like, bro, that's how all of 2025 has been.
But nah, Dick Van Dyke.
I'm sorry.
100.
I'm so sorry.
I just like how, as Black folks, we all were like, oh my God, Dick Van Dyke hit 100. We were all like happy to see that man hit 100 because I remember years ago watching Mary Poppins 2. I was like, is Dick Van Dyke still alive? Like, because he wasn't in. No, was he in the movie? Yeah, he was in the movie. But like, I remember like maybe some months after that, didn't hear from him and stuff. And I'm like, is he still alive? Yeah, and I think Lucas was like, yeah, he was in the last Mary Poppins movie. I was like, oh shit, damn. And that's how low key Dick Van Dyke has been for me, where it's just like you just forget that he's still alive.
Everybody likes low key Dick.
Oh yeah, of course. That goes two ways on that one.
Yo. All right.
Hey, anyways, you're gonna do it the front way or you're gonna go the back way with Dick. Either way, man, Dick is gonna be with us for quite some time.
Choco mate.
Harris, I don't want to stop the Dick, because if we stop the Dick, then there will be no more Dick for us to distribute to other people. We must teach the children. I won't finish that. I want to finish it so much, but I won't.
100 years of Dick is just crazy.
I'm just saying, man. Most people can only take Dick for so long. Most Dicks go out around about in their 60s. A lot of them don't make it to 100. If you give 100 years of solid Dick, it's something to aspire to, in my opinion. In D's opinion, it's something to aspire to. That's all I'm saying.
Now that we got the jokes out the way, Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, look, Dick, listen to me. A stiff breeze can probably take you out, so I'm gonna need you to stay in the house.
I will say this though,
or open a sporting goods store.
I told my
wait a minute, wait, stop, shut the fuck up. What watermelon? What?
You heard me, sir.
I mean, look.
They own Foot Locker.
Yeah,
I learned that this year.
But to hit 100, like my wife observed the fact that like I've been around, especially in my family, like around a lot of older people. And I'm blessed to be around my see my great grandparents before they pass and all that stuff. So when you see somebody that hits the upper echelon, especially like my great grandmother, she died at like 100. That's something that you're like, damn, I wish I can live to 100 or 105 or some shit. Like
Well,
that's
Chris, that's something to go for, and that's something I can announce too. My grandmother will be 92
jeez,
next year.
that's crazy.
My grandmother, and I told myself,
Is she a
this, and I ain't
spry 92-year-old? Like, can she
you
walk?
moving.
Yeah, that's saying, is she moving within reason? Like,
Hey, Chris, my grandmama 90, and she's not in a wheelchair. Don't make me describe more of it.
You know what? No. You just said it, and maybe Sue could contest to this. You see an old person and they hit their 90s and they're not in a wheelchair. That's a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're still walking.
To find one in their 90s and they're not, they're not the one sitting in the chair like Evelyn in Resident Evil 7. Yeah.
Bonus points if they can actually drive competently.
Chris, that's not going to happen, and you fucking know it ain't.
Hey. I've seen older people, maybe not on the highways, but just on
my pure
streets.
opinion. If you are 80 years old and you still driving a car, you need to be arrested. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're not going to spend no time in jail. We're just going to put handcuffs on you, get you off the goddamn road.
Sir, Gladys needs to get to Safeway, all right? How else is
Gladys then Gladys can call her grandson, her great nephew, somebody,
or her sister, or her youngest sister Gertrude, and
that nice 50-year-old black man. Hey, Mr. Rob. Oh, how you doing, Miss Glad? Hey, you need some help with that? I got you.
Help with the bags.
You know how black people are. We'll do that naturally.
Yeah.
If you don't call us nigger. I look, white people. I'm gonna tip you up on game with black folk because you beat us for 400 years. If you act nicely to nigger, let's just say, if you ask black folk nicely, we'll do whatever you tell us to do. Have you ever noticed that, white people? If you just act like civilized person, hey, James, I need help with this. I can help you. If you say, hey, James, get your coon ass over here and help me out. My precious lily white hands cannot do this.
We were with you for the first. It's like we were with you for the first three words, and then you said coon, and it just killed the mode, right?
That's what I'm saying. White people, why do y'all do that? We will help you because why? Because y'all beat subservience into us this much. Where, like I said, all you gotta do is say please. We'll help you.
Hey,
black people, we want you to help us with this white thing. Well, you paying us.
but to his point, Dick Van Dyke was very non-problematic. One of the very few rare non-problematic white guys. You never heard anything bad about Dick Van Dyke. Unless I'm missing something.
Here's my thing, and I'm not gonna bring up no look. Hey guys, did you know on the set of? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this: because we have seen it with celebrities this year, and we have seen it in the past, we know that even the best ones said nigger once. That's why a lot of us, we are people like D ain't said nothing yet, but I got my eyes on Dolly Parton.
Hey,
D ain't saying nothing. Right. Look, D ain't saying nothing. But me and my wife got a running bet that Chris Evans in the next 5 years is gonna go MAGA out of nowhere. So, like I'm saying,
the great man, the Blue Lives Matter mustache.
If it happens, like you said with you mentioned Dolly Parton, if it happens, I'm just gonna say this: she's gonna go down 3 cup sizes.
Oh yeah,
hope it's worth it.
Hey, Eris, I would love that. Like, we find out she says nigga all the time. Her titties just her real face starts showing up and it start melting.
It's the monkey's paw effect.
No, I'm sorry. Dolly Parton clearly got plastic surgery. So Michael Jackson's gonna be like, Dolly, why did you? I told you not to say shit. Now we gotta take it.
I just want you guys to understand this is how we were all expected to go into 2025. We were we were ready. We were coming in headstrong.
Ah,
And then this happens. January 20th.
That's the Trump administration killing our hopes.
Hold up, we ain't done. It ain't done.
why the shotgun at the end though?
And it blows up.
Now, here's the thing. We have to. Let's get back. Let's focus.
Hey,
let's focus on the deaths though. Robert Redford died, and Robert Redford.
Yeah, Robert.
Hey,
Redford.
listen. There are certain people I totally forgot Robert Redford was like sex icon, and I'm like,
Chris.
I didn't
to back those claims. Don't do that.
I don't. That's the thing. That's what threw me off. I was like, sure. I only remember him from like the '90s movies with him and what was it, the Snatch of Sneakers or whatever, with him and Sidney Poitier, where they were thieves and stuff. That's like the movie I seen him in. So when they say that, I'm like, all right, guys, I don't know. Sure. I whatever. But great actor. Lost him. Diane Keaton. That was a surpriser on that one.
Speaking of surprises, gentlemen,
Rob Reiner, I was about to get to that.
No, this is even more.
Isaiah Whitlock.
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Isaiah Whitlock died from The Wire. That guy. 71.
Damn.
That's young, to be honest. 71. Which is ironic.
Yeah, it was right in there. Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
I looked at that twice and kept going, and I didn't look.
Yeah, like he's Isaiah Whitlock is a great character actor. He was a Spike Lee staple, actually, funny enough.
We say great. I can only remember him in 2 movies. Outside The Wire, I would forget that nigga even lived.
Here's the thing. When you see him in stuff like, when you see him in the Spike Lee movies, you see him in like bit roles and like television, like drama and all that stuff. That energy that he had in The Wire is right there in those shows. Not in like a funny way, but like in a very serious minded kind of way and stuff. Like, and the thing with Isaiah Whitlock with his characters, the way he hit like dry jokes was just funny because of how he said it. And under any normal circumstances, it wouldn't work. I mean, hell, like Dee said, The Wire, him saying shit, that echoed and that worked. And to be honest,
all right, Chris, keep going.
Sorry.
Chris,
anyways,
I swear, if you do not get I swear, Chris, if you don't get your foot off the brake, we got a whole show. Keep it moving.
Wow. Anyways, Rob and Michelle Reiner.
Which is weird, Chris, because you and I were like, I wonder who did it, man. We instantly went into that.
Man.
It was a Hollywood conspiracy, man.
Hey,
he was running for this because he was like, pro-Israel and shit, man. We instantly went into that.
I like how, real quick, within 8 hours, it went from conspiracy to we wake up the next morning, oh, it was his son. And it's like, oh, well, damn. Okay. Problem solved.
Reverse Marvin Gaye. Didn't see that one coming.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Damn.
Which, crack.
Ozzy dying, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean this, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I wasn't an Ozzy fan like that, but I respect, the legacy that he did have and the people that liked him. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, you don't get a lot of deaths where it's coming, and the fans are like, I love Ozzy. Everybody just went into instant love. It wasn't no sadness. It was straight in love. So that was cool. That was a nice step.
We were given one last show from Ozzy,
which is
just months before he died.
Which is haunting if you look at it. It's
it's crazy even to this day. Like when
you know what I mean? Like, good for you, Ozzy. That was a tough. You can tell that it was something on his mind. And you can tell like he feels alive like a motherfucker.
But
what I mean?
That's the thing about those old rockers, because when he died, a lot of us was like, hey, is Mick Jagger alive? Is blah 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 alive? And they're like, holy shit, they are alive. The Rolling Stones are alive. Damn.
No, here's me. Is Jimmy Page? Jimmy Page is still alive?
Thank you.
We ain't arrest that nigga for fucking all them 14-year-old girls.
Well, D, it was the 60s, you see.
It's the 60s, man. Anyway, next person.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman going. Wasn't him and his wife in the bed or something like that?
Yeah,
too?
yeah. I think it was because of it. Was it because of the fire? No.
No, it was something.
They were alive. The dogs were alive. They were dead. The dogs were alive. The dogs is what tipped off people like, hey, check the Hackman house, and boom, him and his wife are dead. And it's like, oh, damn. Like
That's crazy.
But weren't they like dead before the fire or something
but-
like that?
No, what happened was it said Hackman, I think Hackman and his wife died of like a heart disease while they were in the house when it happened. And yeah, that's but Val Kilmer lost him, which I thought that was last year. I swear to you. I swear.
I hate to say that like that, but you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, God, he did go this year.
Which is wild because Top Gun Maverick, he had his moment in that movie, and his character died.
It was Top Gun Maverick, and there was I think there was like official talks that Heat 2. It's
his character. Where's his character going to be at?
And I'm like, well, if his character's in the movie, then what? He's going to be mostly silent.
Yeah, barely
really
talking,
groggy.
whispering.
Like I highly doubt he would be saying anything.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo was very interesting because this was another one of those. This was much like Ozzy, where there was this pouring of love to his family and everybody else that was shocked about it. It was the same feeling happened where it's like this nigga was brilliant. He had all this beautiful music, this, that, and the other, and it was, it was awesome, And of course, the year before, Angie went.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
we lost the heart and soul right there. Angie.
And that was, they were divorced for years, but they had a son together. They were still nice to each other. They still toured with each other a couple times. You know what I mean? They just didn't work as a couple, and that was still beautiful. They still had love for each other.
Yeah,
and of course, your favorite cousin and your everybody's favorite cousin in your family was like, see, they killed D'Angelo because he knew something that the government was trying. Like, D'Angelo, I say this as a nigga that loves D'Angelo and Angie Stone. Both of them niggas is on the chitlin circuit. What did they know that the government was like, kill them niggas? Think about shit before y'all talk.
Wait, but you're trying to say R&B music cures cancer? Is that what that was? That's what
R&B music about to buy NBC. That's y'all got to
like D'Angelo found the second coming of Dr. Sebi.
Right.
Oh God, man.
But, this next one, it hit me because
no way.
I'm a kid of that era. Michelle Trachtenberg died.
Michelle
Trachtenberg was
out of nowhere. Like, wow.
Yeah, to find out I think it was pills. I was like, oh damn, like suicide, like fuck. Like that, yeah. David Lynch.
Yeah,
the great David Lynch passed away, and I bet I don't want to know how his funeral looked. It was, I bet people were walking out. This is his greatest directorial debut. It's like, what? He directed his own funeral? Yes, I did direct my own funeral.
The one that hit a lot of Gen X and millennials, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
That was a freak accident right there.
Yeah, that was saving somebody's kid from the water, and then they get swept under the current.
And again, your favorite cousin was like, see, he knew the truth about Cosby, and they had to kill him off too. Like, so why would they just kill off Cosby? You ain't seen. Shut the fuck up, DZ. So you asking the wrong questions, nigga. Again, love Michael Jamal Warner.
Great actor, man.
I'm saying this as a nigga like he's a mid actor on mid television. What did he know that they had to kill that nigga? But when he died, again, the pouring of love from Malcolm was all of us being in shock. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck. Dude, you were way too young. Because I really legit thought Malcolm was going to I hate saying it like that. I thought he was going to die when I go, like, you know, like in my 90s and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was going to be here for a minute.
Because this is our wheelhouse. Voice actor Jonathan Josh, who voiced John Redcorn in King of the Hill, died.
Oh, yes.
Which the revival,
tragically,
really good.
He
really good.
died so tragically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
First off, I didn't know he was gay. Second of all, you were being threatened constantly. And third, you were killed, like what Dave Chappelle said, you were killed by a nobody.
Thank you. That's the crazy part.
You were out there defending you and your husband, and you were killed by a nobody. That was sad, man.
Yeah.
Jared Redcorn passed away, man.
Yeah, at least they got the murderer and they got.
I'm glad they did. I'm glad all that was nipped in the bud. But it was like, I hope, and I really do mean this. I'm not a gay person, man, but I really hope something blooms from that. Legit, you know what I mean? I really hope something beautiful comes from all that bullshit, bro.
Anna Burrell, she was like a Food Network lady from a lot of those store shows. She died.
My wife was devastated because when I told her, she was like, "What?" And then when we found out days later, suicide.
Thank you. That was the one that everybody was like, what? And I mean, that's a theme, honestly, this year with some of these deaths, because people are just like, you don't know what's going through somebody's head. Just because, I mean, I think a lot of us learned that lesson with Robin Williams, right? So at this point, it's like we can be shocked at his suicide, but at the same time, when you see the nature of whatever person's going through, you know.
And, you know, and of course, you're sitting there trying to figure out why did my favorite celebrity go like that. Me and my wife are doing, we sitting there like, well, she seemed happy. Well, she was teaching people. And it's like, no, it's more, of course, it's more than that. What goes on when the cameras turn off? You know how
which goes into Audrey Plaza's husband, Jeff Baina. He died hung himself.
Which was, wow.
Yeah. So, Brian Wilson, Beach Boys, one of the Beach Boys died, 82 years old. So, you know,
Diane Keaton.
Yeah, no, we said Diane Keaton earlier.
Oh, you mentioned her. Okay.
Yeah. James Rassone from The Wire. He was Ziggy in The Wire. Died. That was recent. Hulk Hogan.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff.
I hate saying this, and I really hope this doesn't. I really hope nobody says this about me when I pass. Yeah. But I can watch that motherfucker die 4 more times.
I'm on fire, brother.
Boy, what I tell you, Hulk Hogan leaving this earth was something, and I really hate this. I hate this.
Yeah.
Deep down, I hate this. We all couldn't wait for the day. And when he went, the way we reacted was hilarious.
Yeah, the jokes are flying. Do not get it twisted. The jokes are flying.
Boy, that was a solid week. Black and white was.
Hey, listen,
Hulk
folks.
Hogan, man.
Hey, we're doing a Wrestle Corner episode talking about Hulk Hogan, and I think that's going to be a very fun episode when we do it, because I think it's definitely worthy of talking about it. But you know, we'll wait there.
But Hogan's death really, that drew a big line with a lot of people in wrestling and with generations of people, because this was the weird line for millennials, because a bunch of us you were either, come on, man, I'm a real American,
or voodoo,
or you were Eris. Hey, D, I'm going down the street, man. I'm going down to the wharf. You don't eat fish, right? No, I don't. But still, I got a question. Now, my wife is coming over to eat. She is. So anyway, we didn't even talk about it.
No, it was more of I got different flavors. I got different flavors of moisturizer. Like which one y'all?
All I'm saying is, for a brief moment, Voodoo Child played in my head because, hey, real America, but ain't touching Voodoo Child Hulk Hogan. But after that, it was like, all right, I'm done. You just click it off like immediately.
Yeah. Sly Stone.
You muted.
I was saying Sly Stone.
Oh, Sly Stone. Yeah, Sly Stone died. Giorgio Armani died.
Yep.
That was a big thing.
Brian Wilson.
Yeah, Brian Wilson. Dick Cheney. Oh man, Dick Cheney, that was woo.
The one that
Marshawn
got away.
Nealon.
I was gonna say the one that got away, baby.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck.
Sports Marshawn Nealon, that was woof.
Marshawn Nealon, he was another suicide victim, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was suicide too, yeah.
Jimmy Cliff.
What was it?
Jimmy Cliff.
Yeah. I can see now. The rain is. I can see clearly now.
The great Jimmy Cliff, another musical great, passed away. I forgot about that.
Roberta Flack.
Robert, it was this year.
Yeah, Roberta Flack was.
George Foreman this year. Me and D talked about on Wrestle Corner earlier this year. George Foreman. That was one that was like, holy shit! Like
George Foreman. And not too long ago, I finally watched the wholesome Christian George Foreman movie, and it ain't the greatest thing in the world, but it's at the end. I was like, if I was a counselor at a church, I would definitely play this.
for our older lady audience, Anthony Geary died. You know, Luke from General Hospital.
Boy, wifey, my wifey was like, no. Like,
I saw some Gen X.
Angie would have had you rolling, Chris. Luke died. Here's me. Uncle Luke. No, D. Luke. Here's me. Oh, Luke and Laura, General Hospital. Oh my God. Boo. I'm so sorry. Here's me. I'm so sorry. But I was dead serious. I really thought Uncle Luke died, and I was like, no.
Sally Kirkland, Dad,
and
Pope Francis.
Yeah, Pope Francis. Whew.
Pope Francis, like, you have a visitor. Pope Francis, who is it? JD Vance. What the hell?
Speaking of which, and what the hell, Robbie Partlow from City High died. And I say what the hell because if you know the history of City High and the messiness that was in that group, it's like, oh God.
Wait a minute, who was he? Was he the fat one or he's the one that can sing?
Yes.
He wanted to do from
the big dude.
So the one that oh God.
Yeah. Ooh,
my God, that made the story even messier.
Oh yeah. You can look it up on YouTube. There are better people that can explain that story. It's man.
All right.
Julia McMahon.
Julia McMahon. Yeah, I know who that is. Who is that? Oh yeah, she did pass away. I forgot about that.
Peter Green, as I think Sue, you said Peter Green earlier, did you?
I didn't mention Peter Green.
Okay, Peter Green, if you know him from Zed from Pulp Fiction, listen to the episode. And The Mask. Michael Madsen.
This year?
I thought it was 2024. I thought it was 2024. I swear.
I could have swore that was like December last year. Michael Madsen passing was one of those things where all of us realized, yep, Michael was a good actor that never acted a day in his life.
And that weird 2000s period, me and D know this because we were actively talking. He was in Blood Rain. Just there because it's like, why is Michael Madsen in Blood Rain? What's going on here?
No, look. I said when he got stabbed, the look he gave when he got stabbed at the end was this.
Because somebody's got to be here to talk like this in the movie.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, Mike. This is like the 1600s. Why do you just sound like you just came off the set of Kill Bill?
Harris, this is exactly how
you're asking me to play someone other than myself in a movie.
Harris,
what are we doing here?
This is exactly how he looked when he got stabbed at the end. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Michael Madsen.
Carrie,
your sister still looks hot. I'm actually shocked. She's a nice one. I'm sorry.
we lost a legend in these streets, Carrie Hiroyuki Tagawa. Shane Song.
Yes.
Okay. That ooh man.
That one hurt.
That hurt mainly because I went to Urban Action Showcase this year, 30th anniversary Mortal Kombat. He was supposed to be there, apparently, couldn't for whatever reason. So 3 months later, this happens. I'm like, damn, was he like sick and just couldn't make it? Like that's probably what happened. So Yeah, that was one that hit everybody. Kenneth Coley died. I believe he was one of the admirals in there. Who was it? Damn, I just had it. Renee Victor died. Loretta Swift. And yeah, I think that's it. Unless I'm missing something.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna mention one. This is more so of our circle being being in the YouTube space, streaming space, and all that. And again, people, please check in on your friends and family because we lost Lamar Wilson. The guy was only 7 years older than us. He was only 48.
So here's the thing, like I think there's something to be said about how like certain things trigger your nostalgia. So for me and Eris, like we were regulars of Pocket Change down in Waldorf, and Lamar was one. Him, Justin, us, Sean, the rest of the crew and stuff. Like we were all regulars inside St. Charles Town Center, like on the regular. We just poke into people's jobs, people working at Funko Land, working at GameStop, and working at arcade and stuff. All of us hung around each other that much. And like when I heard he died, I was like, damn. Like,
no, that was our friend Kyle.
Oh, I thought,
no, I'm talking about the YouTuber.
Oh shit! I'm thinking, yeah, my bad.
I
am so sorry.
Maryland, and I didn't know it. I was about to say, "Is that niggas from Maryland?" I didn't know it.
My bad.
Chris, for two,
I got the name spliced.
He went to the Pocket Change too.
I got it spliced. I got it spliced. My bad.
No, but
Lamar Wilson.
But in all seriousness, like we lost Lamar Wilson, and like when I heard that he was gone, I'm like, dude, I just saw like the last video he posted was like a month before he passed. Because he stopped doing regular YouTube videos and he was only doing shorts. And then prior to that, he did one last video with Dashy.
He was from that era of YouTube when it was fun.
Yeah, he was from the fun era, the real fun era of YouTube.
I think that's the scariest thing, because I knew he was always around, you know what I mean? But I can only imagine how that feels, because it happened. I think it happens pretty much everybody at least once, when there's somebody who's a creator and they die and everything just stops right there, and there's nothing but what that last person did, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And it gives an eerie feeling to even the videos and all that. Before we all found out he was like a rapist, we said this about Jew Wario. Was like, wow, that was his last video. You know what I mean? And it just blew our mind how that stuff happens. It always happens. It's a very sudden thing. So yeah, man. And so when you put it up, I was like, ain't that the tech nigga?
Yeah.
click. Oh my God. What are you like?
48.
Yeah. So it throws you off.
And
but there is. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead and say your last part. I was going to mention someone else.
No, go ahead, Mr. Other person.
So the other person, to anybody in the cosplay community, we lost very young face, Ash.
Yeah, that oof, man. Like, you hate to see it.
You really hate to see it, and you really hate what comes after. Barely what comes after, and by that I mean just the stupid stuff that came up after that.
After the death.
I find it funny.
Like, the fact that certain people in our circle was getting attacked, and I'm like, y'all taking this moment. The girl just passed. Body ain't even cold yet.
Thank you. That's the part right there.
And
because you have to make it about yourself.
You really do.
Eris, what are you? You have to make it about yourself. Come on, quit being an asshole and be selfish.
No. You're telling me to stop being a cosplayer that thinks I'm better than everybody.
That's how all of them look. All right, let me get some of that off my chest. I'm not going to take long, I promise, because I want to get to the next subject. But only thing I have to say about what happened to Ash was I'm not a fan of a lot of cosplayers. I'm really not. I actually think a lot of cosplayers are kind of self-centered, and they kind of have this weird thing about them. They're like the drama kids that like rubbing on each other. They're one of them people to me. You know what I mean? If not that, you fuck everything. Seriously, have sex with
You're
everything.
a whore.
I don't like a lot of y'all, but when I hear something happens in y'all community, and it's because y'all right beside my community, so when something tragic like this happens, you know, I send my condolences. That's very sad what happened to Ash. You know, it really would. It is, especially she had a support system and everything, and you still kind of fucking you still kill yourself. That sucks. The fact that it didn't take hours for all of you assholes to make it about yourself is what pissed me off, because I see this behavior from all of you on a daily basis. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I see a lot of good people, and I'm going to say his name, Hellspawn. You're doing all you can, nigga. You know you got my support. But I mean this, and you already know. The cosplay community has always been trash. It always will be trash, because tragedies like this has proven to me that nothing will change, because we have had how many young black people, women and men, that kill themselves within this community, and the community finds a way to put themselves on the cross and start blaming everybody else. And then when they're done blaming everybody else, they start fucking over each other. And I have to see that every single time a death, a controversy, everything comes up. It's the same bullshit. And this young person killed themselves. And all you fuckers have to do is talk about, well, he did this, she did that, and we don't talk about them because they're negative to our community and this. And all I see is a snake eating its own fucking tail. I'm tired of this bullshit. Fucking change. You know why I say this? I say this as a person that's not a cosplayer, but I have to deal with you people. I have to talk to you people. I have to make peace with you people. And all you motherfuckers do is find a way to chomp each other down, and at the same time give each other hand jobs and saying, you're beautiful. Fuck off and find a backbone. I'm tired of this. I am so tired of that. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest.
No. It's fine that you got it. No, it's fine that you got that off your chest, and I do, and I appreciate that energy a lot there, Mr. Shaw. See what I hate, like you said, is something tragic happens in this community. We get about at most 5 condolences being sent. From prayers. Like thoughts and prayers and all that, with a little bit of mix of hopes and dreams. Then somewhere in the middle of it is we get, this is a tragedy that happened. I need to talk to everybody about this person over here.
Yeah,
and when it happens, I swear to you, when it happens, I get so angry, because I'm like, this is the 6th time this year.
Again! You fucking idiots!
I can't stand you people.
Every year errors.
You see, this is the reason why.
They go again.
This is the reason why. When like CJ and I, we've been in this scene.
I want y'all guys to know I have a wonderful transition for this. So
I got one too. If we're going into where I think we're going,
I already got one too.
Wait a minute.
I think
allow me to do this, please.
Hold on.
But no, what I was saying is, we've been in this scene for far too long, and we've watched the growth and deterioration happen at the same time.
So, guys, so Sue, what you're saying is that counting or not counting gang violence.
To answer that, now hold on. You said counting or not counting gang, like gang violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire. Oh.
Look, sir, he done pulled out a whip.
Nice whip. When's we gonna be free? That is a good question, my man. How about nowish?
Apparently shooting a racist piece of shit is only funny to 3BlackGeeks and nobody else. If I could, I'd do it every episode.
Oh, they got a shadow ban off the TikTok, didn't it?
Oh no, we did not get shadow banned at all for it. The bullets we ducked because so many people found this to be hilarious. We ducked a lot of shadow. I think I got shadow. I think we did get shadow banned off of TikTok, but not for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, here's the thing. I just want people to understand there are certain things in life we all celebrated, right?
Don't worry, Eris. Look. I'm giving us 17 minutes on this. Go.
What I'm saying is, we celebrate killing Hitler. We were like, yeah, like it was the end of Return of the Jedi and shit. And then, Reagan died, and we were like, yes, celebrations out on the street. George Bush Sr. died, and we were like, hell yeah. And then, Charlie Kirk died. And you would have thought it was the same situation as if Hitler died. The jokes that were flying.
I'm gonna say this.
And it came out of nowhere. It went from, are we being punked right now? Because literally 3 months earlier, Trump faked a fucking assassination and did the fucking Black Power fist and shit as he was holding his ear and shit. So we're like, all right, it's probably some other bullshit. And then all of a sudden it's like, he got shot? Oh my God. And in the video, and I think me and you said it, he did. That you did.
When I saw the video, because it made these
niggas out here snitching. They hit the rat pack. Hit them with a chopper. That's a rat trap. Hit them on a trash bag in the interstate.
My sons, ladies and gentlemen, Donovan and Asante Shaw. Give them a hand clap for that one.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Continue.
That nigga getting locked up.
Listen,
I swear that was.
Listen.
Oh God.
Hold on. I just want to say, when it happened, and I saw the video that was making its rounds across Twitter, I didn't want to believe it. But when I saw that it was true, and one was like freaking caught in 4K phone.
Hey, yo, you ain't lying on the 4K.
It was like that shot when that shot happened, and I was like, oh, he gone.
It was so funny because
I'm like, nah.
This is how it would have
wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. Real quick, gentlemen. See, right after I said that he was gone, I was like, son, that is 15 baht Kurt pack that's about to be smoked right now.
Boy, no, I saw that. Here's the funny part.
We watched a man go.
The phone went off. Chris, Charlie Kirk's dead. What? I just put what? And then not a second later, Eris, he gone. That's all. Boy, and what got me was the last question.
Counting or not?
Counting or not counting gang violence? All right. Like I said, y'all, you ever played Batman, Arkham, any of the Arkham games? You know what? I wish the bat was right here. If I was there, if I was there, he was right here, I'll shoot him right in my. It's the bat. That's what God did.
No. If you really want to do it, if you really want to do the Arkham verse, it's more like this: Batman hearing like random goons saying, "Yeah, I wish the bat was here. Like he was here, I'd break his legs." Batman standing behind a concrete wall, spraying the explosive like liquid, right? Then he'll go away about a good 5 yards, and you can still hear them talking trash. Detonate, like if the bat was here, like I.
The one I like is when you're underneath them. It's like, yeah, so we got the plan, right? As soon as the bat shows up, you hop up, knock that nigga out instantly. That's the bat.
I have never in my life seen a fucking influencer get elevated by white people on MLK status when he did nothing.
These white people had the nerve to say he was the next MLK. Yes, I know. This picture is stops in mid-stroke. You tell me.
No way! No! Oh God!
3BlackGeeks, ladies.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up.
Oh God, this is gonna be a long night.
Come on, man. I told us we still got minutes to talk about Charlie Kirk.
No. Listen,
he got elevated to Martin Luther King status.
No.
What?
No.
What are we doing?
And because and because of the occupant in the White House here, really had the nerve. If it was up to him, he would have treated it like Full Metal Alchemist and promoted him to Brigadier General.
You and Al have the rank of Big Boss.
No, he gets the Hughes death from Full Metal Alchemist.
The Hughes death.
That's what I say.
That's actually kind of how it was.
That's what I'm saying. Dude dies and immediately went up like 4 ranks, and I'm like, wait.
Charlie Kirk knew the Israelis was going to kill him, and he just said yes to it. I gotta call my wife and kids.
With or without gang violence.
You bet your sweet Bippy I did.
All I'm saying is the
most infamous last words ever this year.
Oh,
I like to see this guy who
you see, all right.
Can I just say for the record, this is
you see what we're doing?
No, I was gonna say. I was just gonna say
this for a whole show.
I was just going to say, gentlemen, you see what we're doing. This is us not even trying. Understand that when black people chose not to get on Beyonce's internet and proceed to making memes of this particular event on September 10th.
Do you know how hard?
I mean, can we just say for the record that was MAGA's 9/11.
That was MAGA's 9/11.
Except it was 9/10.
I mean, they were really. Here's the thing, white people. Here's the thing. He's not Martin Luther King.
Not even in the slightest.
I never in my life seen the most mediocre of mediocre white men, and everybody's claiming a black Candace Owens cried tears for this man way harder than Erica Kirk did.
Which tells me for him.
Which means they clearly banged. Fuck it, they had sex.
Oh, they had to. They at this point, I am certain they did.
She was the mistress. She was the mistress.
And what we come to find out in death, that JD Vance was a op, unknown.
Nigga.
That JD Vance, who look, here's my thing.
I'm just saying, when you have
If I
that
die,
much,
guys,
when you have
if I
that much,
die
wait,
for
real
something that I believe in, and my wife goes to the smallest dick person that you know and hugs him on stage, and he grabs cheeks, let me know. So I can ascend from heaven and kill that nigga.
I'm just saying, D, for the
hold
record.
on, her too, because she went on television.
Wait, I'm just saying for the record, when you had that much porcelain thigh meat next to JD Vance during that hug, I'm like,
hey, listen.
Everybody was saying non-existent ass.
Hey, everybody was saying
held on tight.
Everybody was like, "Oh, poor Usha Vance," and somebody was like, "Oh no! You think that Indian woman is just saying no? She's complicit. She organized this." Somebody was like, she organized it. Oh, I can't believe that Erica Kirk and JD Vance. And I'm like, yeah, his wife was going to definitely let him do that shit. Because why not? That's a power move.
Look, here's my thing. I feel bad for her in the sense of this. A white woman will always outrank your brown.
Yes.
You're the naughty-headed nigger girl that he's out with. Now I know what you're saying. I'm Indian. Yeah. They're going to say, you know what they're going to say instead? That's what they're going to do. And you sitting there going, but whatever. I feel bad for Usha in the sense of, and I was telling you, this is how I truly knew that Eris clocked out, because they had a big fight in downtown, and like somewhere out in public. They had a big, huge fight. And I was telling Chris was like, dog, it's falling apart. Eris. So the new RE remake came out.
It's like, I don't care.
Eris was like, I don't care.
I'm over it.
I don't care.
Also, no, seriously, for like the solid 3 weeks that these two Negroes was bringing up Chucky K, me.
But I can't take this shit no more, man.
I mean, look, Eris.
I couldn't take it anymore.
Look.
We are Charlie Kirk. Carry the flame. We'll fight for the
I am going to throw up.
I think I just gave my computer a virus.
I'm going to put up so much grifter content.
All I'm saying is,
look, Eris, at this point, everything's grifter content.
Look, Sue, did you guys just love how Charlie Kirk died? And all of a sudden, all the mediocre white guys with a podcast mic was like, I gotta fill the fucking void now. And I'm like, really? That's who you're aspiring to? That?
Slow down.
My favorite ones were the ones that were crying. Those were my favorite ones.
You're mediocre, but you're not mediocre enough.
You're aspiring.
You're not even that mediocre. Oh my god! Who's that playing? Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is lucky he had 2 good black girl jokes. That's the only reason why anybody knows him.
Otherwise, I mean, look, he is part of Rogan sphere, so hey.
Oh man, but that's what I'm saying. All of this, look, and now we got Erica Kirk threatening niggas because we see through this cheap paper thin Manchurian candidate bullshit they're doing. And she's like, no.
First off, how dare you
bring my husband's nephew ever and get like, shut up.
How dare you mention just a supreme property in the Manchurian candidate?
I got no one question. Who shot the nigga? Did you find the nigga who shot him? No, you're up there. Look, you're up there coming on stage. I am a real American. Like, come on.
This is like a botched MAGA Lale Lule Low that just went horrible.
Listen. When the fact that they went through the amount of people that they claimed that they found, guys, I laughed because the first one they're like, all right, we got him. I swear that we got him. Like like it was this guy. Like he did it. 2 days later, nah, we found this guy. Like he did it. About a month later, we actually found him sitting inside of a Wegmans when we picked him up.
And then we get Cash Patel at every press conference.
No, we get Cash Patel. I wanted you that the whole time. I can't hold it actually. All that
nigga is high on coke.
I like how this nigga looks.
Cash Patel.
I like how he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's like he always has the look like he is out of his depth, and I love it.
You want to know why? It's because every time he has to, dip into the government funding to impress his 22-year-old girlfriend, and this is them.
So the movie we're watching today is Wicked. All right,
this is them. I swear to you, this is them.
Oh my god! Like, you know what?
So the way Commando begins, John Matrix.
Is this the year that also brown people are finally getting their come to Jesus moment? Because I love how
Eric, you're Chris. 15 minutes up. That is the next subject. Let's go.
I like how
we're done with Charlie Kirk. All those jokes, save them for later.
That's why I transitioned to this. I like how Vivek Ramsey was like, all right, my time to shine at turning point. And then white folks was like, fuck you, brown man.
So I got a question. How you doing? James Middleton of Youngstown, Ohio. So when you bring your radical Islamic cabal to America, what do you plan to do with the good folks of Youngstown? Well, again, sir, I am not Muslim. Well, you look Muslim to me. Hi, my name is Julia Middleburg of Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. So why are you so brown? Like, seriously, they was telling these niggas. So are you gonna make us all eat curry? Because I can't eat curry. That's gonna be real bad
But I'm an American. What kind of American are you?
Hey, that energy was all throughout that turning point thing right
y'all
there.
Doing?
They were like, man.
How y'all doing? My name is Tyreek. My name is Tyreek Jackson. I know it's rare as a black man. I put you on stage. You stand to the pressure. Don't worry, we all love you in here. Now I got my question. Who the doing that to him the entire
Oh my god, man. I aspire to be
Chris, your boy Tim Scott has been I'm sorry, Tim Scott.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch Scott disappeared since Trump went into office. I haven't seen that coon one time. What happened to Tim Scott? Did they throw him away?
What, Guns McGee?
Yeah. Hold on. I can't do it. That's you gotta breed niggas like him. We don't make niggas look at that goofy off break. Alcohol and like drugs got to be involved with this.
Yo, Tim Scott looks like E&J. All right.
So many people. All right, y'all. So we asked a big question. The big question we all asked was, who was these 13% of niggas that voted for Trump? We found out they were Nigerian. What? We found out they were Nigerian. Look, ironically enough, and white people, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make us ship them out the country. But Somalians love Trump, apparently.
very confusing times.
We're finding out all the niggers who voted for Trump. Of course, it's your cousin and them that don't know nothing about politics. But when you find out it's all of these foreign brown people that look like us, have noses like us, don't have names like us, though. When we find out is that they really think that they're going to be included on the Ferris wheel. That's what makes me laugh. And Eris, in the words of your hero, Eris, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it.
And every last one of them getting snatched, another one gone by ice. I sit back and I look at them.
What's up, baby? Talk that shit now.
Dog. Now I will say,
listen, I will give some Latin people this. They're finally we're definitely John McClane, welcome to the party, pal, with them, because they're like, oh, I finally understand why black people disengaged.
Black people, I hate to use a Canadian for this, but this is black people and about 40% of Latinos this year.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I hate to use a white Canadian to make that point, but that's black people. You're not getting it. We're standing on business. We're not doing nothing. Yo.
Meanwhile, the rest of them that are not like us, they really going about this whole thing of voting for them and thinking that everything is going to be all sunshine, rainbows, and nooses.
No risk, no reward.
Hey, listen.
Hey, it's so far. I got to give it to the Trump administration. You miss all the shots you don't take, and they have been taking every shot in the Latino community.
Understand something here. This is why I say this is not revisionist history here. This is excellent transition. Ice, right?
I really.
Stairs and Scarface.
Hey, Eris, a part of me though, but a part of me does feel. Part of me does feel if Manny and Manolo and Tony had their conversation, I think they both would have for Trump. Something is telling me.
Sir, they were going to vote for anything that was going to keep them rich.
Hey,
exactly. Hey man, I talked to him, man. You know, that's the man we need to talk to, Tony. No, that I don't trust no. You know, man. You know, Tony, Eris, don't trust no politicians. Don't trust. Hey, no, Tony, I talked to the guy. His name is Donald Trump. Man, you gonna look out for us.
Look out for you, man. Look out for you.
Gonna look out for us, man. No worry, it's going to be okay.
Hold up. And Tony, and he's connected.
Here's the best part.
With the goddamn toothpick, sir.
Hey, no, this is the best part. This is the best part.
Oh, he can get us 40 points, like 40 points on the gross, and he's connected.
Walks in the room. So you Donald Trump? Yes, I'm Donald Trump. A big ass circle on that clock. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay. There's no cameras, no wires. I don't like that. Look, this year I'm starting to learn that Trump does this a lot. Small, big, medium, smaller, big again.
Ranges.
I'm starting to learn.
You do this, you wow people. You see
exactly, and you know it's going to be a shame, as what I said in the trailer that I said in the little thing down there. Trump has been shitting himself constantly. Seriously, you can see people behind him when he does it. It's like. Trump is falling asleep, shitting on himself, and I'm pretty sure he's in stage 2 dementia. It is great. I can say this about Joe Biden. Oh, Joe shitted on himself, but he got the job done.
My student loans were canceled. Fuck you, buddy.
He put in his 8 hours of work, though.
Takes the train from Delaware to DC.
Scranton, nigga. What? Scranton, nigga. Anyway. All right.
It's not my fault Joe Biden still looks like old Captain America. So
man, Joe Biden still looks amazingly old. Like I thought it would have slowed the process. Nah.
I just get some IV in my arm and then boom.
And it's also great to learn that all black folk ain't skin folk. All skin folk ain't kin folk. That
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is this. I have to quickly say this and get it off my chest because me and Eris are kind of like this nigga. Barack Hussein Obama was like, yeah, Joe, I really think we need to do you know, I don't know, like a primary something. It's not enough time. It's not enough time. Put them all in there. Yeah, cool. Barack, you ain't going for me, bitch. I don't like you. Like, for real, you can to know that Obama was like, nigga, what? We gonna lose, bro. To know that Obama saw the writing on the wall, he was like, hey, we are doing all this wrong, y'all. Now, Joe, just give it a month and a half. Can you do that for me? We just need you to get across the finish line. You can still beat him. Nah, can't do it.
You know that's another death for 2025 is America's credibility with the rest of the world.
Hey, listen, hey man, I have never
that's
seen
already
my
been
life.
on a sinking ship anyway, but this just torpedoed everything.
Hey, listen, I think all of us were laughing in the group chat when I put up that Marvel vs. Capcom Ryu and Cyclops.
We used to got dapping each other.
We saw what was it? Japan,
China, and South Korea.
And South Korea doing the shake hands like, hey, it's been a while. We got somebody we hate together. Let's do this.
Differences set aside.
Set aside right now.
What
you know how bad
great.
you fucked up to get those three countries allied in that moment? That
trust and believe. Japan's like, hey, look, it is still World War ramen on all of you.
Yeah.
Japan's like, fuck these niggas for real. But we don't like him. Here's the best part for me, Eris. I mean, yeah, this is the best part for me. This is the best part for me. America has truly become the nigga you don't give your lighter to. I cannot believe that we have become that, Joe. If you are a smoker and you like, hey, you got a lighter? Hey, here you go. Man, where the fuck my light at, man? I give it back to you, man. Hey, I ain't got it, man. Look. America has become that person. You do not give them the lighter.
The country's officially become that person that you don't pass the aux cord to.
You don't actually know what? No. I'm gonna respect America enough. Wow. America, no,
fair point.
Oh my God, that was a duck hunt shot. I was at the end, Eris. I was on the edge of the screen. Pow! You caught me. I wasn't ready for that. That's why niggas like, why? This is simple why. All right.
That was that Avon. That was that Avon for the wire when he had. I think
why?
Yeah. It was a stringer.
No. America. Like
my ass soldier, like brother moves on that question.
Like all bad friends, America's only probably good for two things. You can pass an hardcore. He good with that. Don't tell him to drive the car. Don't tell him to go. Hey man, go over there and give me. Don't tell him to go get you a soda. You
make
he's
sure
one of them friends.
Now you make sure that he sits in the back seat.
Hey man, look exactly. Look, get him the aux cord. Can you smoke with us? Yeah.
I guess. Shit.
Sure, he can be there. I don't got a problem. I don't hate him that much. Because if I didn't like him, he wouldn't be in the car with me.
That's what it was.
But that's how America has turned into. He turned into that friend.
America, like this administration in 2025.
So here we go. I'm about to make myself retarded.
I said it in our group chat. I said, okay, the world has dealt with America's shenanigans for a while, right? Because that was normal. The world gave us a mulligan in Trump's first term. They were like, all right, y'all got a little crazy. Biden's back in. All right, cool.
Lost your mind.
No. I can't even call it a mulligan, Chris. Really, that 2016 to 2020 time frame was more like an extended demo disc that we were given.
Because
it's like a demo disc with updates.
Because here's the thing, like when Obama was when Obama was in
what is that thing called? I'm trying to remember what that crap is called.
No,
And
because
What, the demo disc?
No, Steam has this thing where open beta.
Yeah,
That's
Open
right.
beta.
Because like when we had two terms of Obama, the world was like, oh shit, they got a black man running the country. All right, maybe America, they finally turned the page. And then Trump hit, and everybody's like, whoa, what's going on? Whoa, hey, what's going on? And then boom, Biden comes in and it was like, all right,
Y'all picked your goofy president. You did your funny thing.
all right, cool. Biden goes in, great. And then Trump comes in, the world was like, oh, so y'all just don't care about life anymore. Y'all just don't care. Like,
Chris, the term is raw dogging life.
Yeah.
But for me, you and I, we play Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah. We were more so like Kendo. We were like Robert Kendo. That moment, most beautifully delivered line ever, holding up his halfway zombified daughter, going, "You're supposed to know this. It's like you're supposed to know things. How did this happen?"
Yeah,
all of this happened. Like I said, all of this happened because white folk. We said it last year.
Yeah,
all because you white folk didn't want that nigga running your country.
Well,
I knew the second y'all said we are the Tea Party, we were done. We were already cooked.
I would say this has been probably the greatest lesson that the DNC could learn right now is if you're going to do this going forward, I don't care if you only got 30 seconds on the clock, get a primary.
No shit, man. Yo, if this was the old days.
Yeah, now, well, the thing about the old days, they the old days.
I would say this.
I'm just saying.
That's it. That has been
I'm just saying.
Democrat, for me, that's the Democratic Party for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, okay, all we gotta do is like we did back then. See, the thing about the old days, my nigga, they the old days.
Okay, y'all need to stop acting like Bodie. This is a good stop acting like Bodie for real.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, well.
So
I'm sorry, this ain't with that DC bass. Yeah, well. You knew he was about to say some shit like that.
Okay. So my thing is about accountability, right? We talk about
just the whole country for accountability.
Yeah, we ask for accountability, right? So like I think for a while now, I would probably say since we all entered the workforce, we kind of saw how like things have changed in society and built up people's frustrations of what we were sold as the American dream and all that stuff and work and everything, right? So you take all those built up frustrations and you add in the retarded political bureaucracy that happens to get shit passed, where there's a ton of accountability on Democrats, that's the nature of, because they're the people of they're the party of everybody, right? But we don't see the balance of accountability for Republicans because it's like they're the retarded kid in the room that everybody knows is retarded, so there's no expectations of them.
But that's because they're going. But Chris, again, this is them. You're not finding out the thing. See, you're missing this. The Republicans really base a lot of their shit off of emotions, which is one of the big reasons why they win shit, because they don't go for real facts. They want to ride your emotions.
They don't even go for real solutions to real problems
at all. And then on top of that, what they really do is just hype up one thing: your love of Jesus, your love of guns, your love of whatever, whatever that third thing may be. You know what I mean? In this last election, your love of seeing brown people go, that was their third one. That was their third one. You know what I'm saying? Or switch that out. Or switch that out with you secretly masturbate transsexuals, but we're going to kill all of them for you. like that's how it went for them. Whatever their emotions, they ride on that. So the Democrats are left with two things: taking the blame for when government doesn't move forward, and they have to be, unfortunately, Yes, they set themselves up for this. Yes, it's not all their fault. Yes, they continue to put themselves in a hole. And yes, again, this is not their fault. They are forced to be the mature one in the room.
And it's
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga.
And
they
so,
have
like,
no choice but to
that's
be
the
the
thing.
mature
They
one
built
in the
all-
room. So even when, and this is what frustrates a lot of people, you know this as well as I do, and we can look past it, but this frustrates a lot of people. When they can't get this much done, that's a sign of them not getting their whole job done. Therefore, government doesn't work. When government doesn't work in big chunks, it works in smaller pieces. No one thinks that. And here's the problem by the Democrats. They don't know how to talk to nobody.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. You build up all these emotions over the years, and the cost of living going up, and blah 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 blah. You understand the allure of why people eat up the MAGA shit and stuff. At the same time, it's like, but the MAGA stuff hasn't been proven to be good either. So you're left with this conundrum of this year being white folks getting to that cusp of finally getting what we've been telling them, but then they ended up fucking, killing themselves and getting stupid again because you get shit like, oh shit, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's pushing back against Trump. And I'm like, no, that's self-preservation. No, you didn't learn to.
You didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn anything.
It's what I said. I said this to you, gentlemen, the night of the election. I said, watch, we are going to go through the next 4 years. And what we're going to learn is that the people that allowed this to happen, some of them are going to make it. Some of them are not going to make it. And the ones that do make it didn't learn a thing.
That's what's going to happen.
We're barely in the year. We're barely in the year one. They haven't learned a thing.
And a good example of that is what we're getting on our side of the aisle. A bunch of white folk looking at us like, we did this, so we got to do more. Okay, we got to do more. Hey guys, we got to come together, guys. Black people, help us.
I don't have to do nothing but stay black and die.
Yo, which is the funniest shit ever this year because, god damn it was fucking hilarious. Ezra Klein and Ta-Nehisi Coates, that conversation. I love how Ta-Nehisi Coates was telling this liberal white man, hey, dog, sometimes you're going to lose. That's just what it is. And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean lose? What?
So you wouldn't feel, so you're telling me that you wouldn't feel bad for the guy who killed Martin Luther King. I feel bad for the fact that the FBI forced him to kill him. That's where it kind of ends. But doesn't that make you evil? No, it don't make me evil to hate someone back.
Plus, I wasn't there.
I don't know how to live in that world. And Ta-Nehisi said what we said. Because you're white.
I don't know how to live in that world.
You're white. You have the option of not living in that world.
Oh,
and
God.
That's why there's racism. That's why there's classism. Because a bunch of y'all go, I want to change the world, but I don't want to do the work to change the world. What did I do? That's what y'all do.
That's why
I go on. That's why I go on liberals every time. That's why I'm back to saying the F word, not to my own people. I don't say the F word to my own people, but like I'm back to saying retarded. Oh, I'm gonna say retarded. I'm back to that.
No, because
but at the same time, we know you can be mean and be nice at the same time. We know you can be nice and tell you to fuck off. We know that we can, and this is the thing, and I understand a lot of black people, we have a struggle with this, forgiving. Black people, we are a very forgiving people. The problem is the struggle. What do we forgive? What part of our forgiveness do we give and all that? Is it good to be unconditional about it? Is it, whatever. Like, when Dave Chappelle talked about Stevie Wonder and the whole thing with John McCain, that's fucking honorable, Stevie. You know what I mean? Like for black people,
I'd much rather be with you in Detroit.
I want to see Aretha. You see what I'm saying? But I hate saying this. A part of us, like I remember, I never forget. When it came out, all those old people that was in Tuskegee Project.
Yes.
was in the who was it? Was it the Tuskegee experiments and all that came out forgiving the white folk and a bunch of black people like I will never done to see that. See, that's what's wrong with old black folk. Yada yada yada. No, that's your culture. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is we got to find ourselves, yes, there's struggles and all the rest of it. White people, for some reason, go, you can't play two sides like that. I can't do that. like I don't hate Charlie Kirk, okay? I don't hate him. But he did spill a lot of racist venom. And how can I hate a man? You know, yes, he did a lot of bad things, but this was still a man. And like you said,
okay.
Are we done? Can we go to the next section?
Then this is when you get certain people that love to stir that pot by saying things like, well, can you tell me one good thing that he said? Talking about Charlie Kirk.
Somebody, do you know? Look, y'all.
Or in the case of the orange one, can you tell me one policy you do agree with?
Well, I agree with the policy of the government, taking money from the space program, and I'm really big on that. And then
how does that affect you? How does that benefit you?
I don't know, because you're fucking
run, wastebasket, run.
I wish I knew you was cutting that off because I would have said the F word because you're a fucking you would have just blocked it out right there. Because that's what they all do. It's like, can you tell me that? Well, I'm not a wow. You just hear the pause like, dog.
I mean,
you are really trying to get me demonetized on YouTube because you can't debate.
Listen, when you're out here bombing boats and stuff, creating war crimes, not of the Gundam variety. I mean, these are not good war crimes. I'm just saying.
Trump was like,
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
Took that Venezuelan oil.
I got a question.
Took that Venezuelan oil.
Who is stupid? Who's stupid? Who's that stupid? We knew the second you bombed them boats. I'm like this.
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
Yo,
whoever did that,
the 80s are back, baby.
The 80s.
Eric, Chris, the second I saw that boat, Now, here's the best thing. Okay. Shoot. Let's talk about a guy named Pete Hegseth, a guy who has never taken part in anything in the Army. I'm sorry. Yes, he did. He's a reservist, and he's a pull-up champion because he can pull up with the best of them because that's what you do. And that's what you do in the Army. You do a whole bunch of RTC drills. You just do PT all the time because you're like, in the Army, you do PT. And, I do a lot of PT. Because last time I did PT, I did my 6 miles faster than anybody.
Jesus didn't tap, okay? He didn't tap.
I love the fact that Pete was like, we bombing the shit out of these drug boats. A black man, I have to put emphasis on this.
Black Admiral.
There was the only one working nigger in this whole administration. But not administration. He was a part of the United States Navy.
Yeah.
And he was like,
military.
No, we're not going to bomb them. Oh, yeah, we're going to bomb them because you're a homo. We're going to bomb them. And he was like, no, that will be a war crime. What do they have on those boats? Colombian blow. Of course, like the hottest Colombian blow. You don't know about that? They get all the Colombian blow and they bring it over to Venezuela so they can bring it over to. Come on, dude.
Wait, hold on a second, but let's back up real quick. Do we have certifiable evidence that that's what's on that boat?
You know what I got certified? Oh, hold on. You know what I got certified? I got something certified. Oh, booyah. Yeah, fuck you. Do it.
Okay. All right. All right. Check.
So which one of these buttons release the Sentinels?
No.
Yeah, like the thing in this X-Men. That's real, right?
You know what? No, it's okay. It's all right. I understand. Yeah, I'm turning in my resignation, and yeah, that's gonna be that.
We're fine, David Robinson. The fucking admiral, right? Yeah, fine, David Robinson. You can fucking leave.
Then,
I run I run the military because that's what I fucking do. You know what else I do? 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 This is your mom. That's what I do.
Then the lawmakers got in on this. Their reaction.
They tried to back a semi truck over this black man's legacy. When I say
DOJ,
legacy,
they try to get the DOJ
when
involved.
I say legacy, this black man has done amazing things to get into the position that he's in. And you know this, when it comes to black people, you know we work twice as hard to get our shit. So this nigga, to get that rank, he said, you know what?
I'm out.
I can't do this. This is not the United States of America. We don't do this. And that's what kills me about all the shit we do, Ayers. People in the military. And I'm not big on the military. I hate the military industrial complex, but a lot of military people understand what America is supposed to represent.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how many generals go, we don't move like that. America doesn't move like that. Yeah, we're the bullies, but it's like, that's super unethical.
Yeah, it's super unethical.
This is not the 70s. Look, this is not the 80s no more where you can do that shit. You can't do that no more.
But hey, but the Hexif.
Hey, yo, man, this boo thing, Chrissy Noam, popped the cap in the dog, killed the dog.
That was before she got the job.
That was before she got, man.
Boy, imagine that. So you mean to tell me she
I'm mad that South Park made her look better than how she actually
I know, right?
The first time I actually seen her, I was thinking like, oh, who's this butte? I said, who's this butte? Who's this? No, I really didn't say that because here's the thing. I saw the pants. I saw the hip. I saw the hair. I was like, all right, who is this bet? Wow, why does your face look like that? Okay, y'all think this is hot? All right, cool, whatever. And then 2 weeks later, oh my God, why is she melting? And then it was like somebody literally went over there. Their cheeks got higher and everything.
The NASCAR, like the NASCAR pit crew came in with the quickness. I'm saying 1 minute. I'm just saying using Gundam Wing logic here. 1 minute she looked like Lady Young, the next minute she looked like freaking Tuberoff.
Nigga, she like, yo, I like how, and I'm gonna give a NASCAR reference. I like how Danny Hamlin's pit crew have to follow this bitch everywhere she go. You ever hear when they try to get it on?
Oh,
hold on, Eric's the best one. The dude with the fuel.
Oh yeah, just dump it.
So since we're already in the territory here, AI being the big thing and stuff, and data centers and such, and the sad reality,
and water about to turn into toxic, and water turning into toxic waste.
There's been a sudden situation here with AI where the AI shit might be busting more than it might be.
Okay, all right. I want to talk about this because, sir, you have been sitting on pins and needles waiting for this AI bubble to burst into flames, crash and burn. And I just want to know, Chris, are you investing in some kind of stock that goes against this? Do I need to put some money into something because
he said it.
Because I think you know something. You're not trying to tell us.
Sir. This is not Wall Street.
Now's the time to give your insider.
Insider.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
What I'm saying
telling you folks for months, man, the AI bubble is going to start in San Jose.
All I'm saying is this. When you have the OpenAI founder looking like he hasn't slept for like 5 months, and he's talking about he uses AI to raise his kid, and he needs AI to work. This AI has to work. It has to work. that is somebody that is financially strapped and is gambling on this thing actually hitting.
There are
Because
so many. There's so many of them like that.
oh, when they're throwing AI shit in every goddamn thing, Microsoft is shoving AI in Windows 11.
But that actually, hold on.
Shout
that
out
being
to Windows
said,
Copilot.
but that being said, now I know why Bill Gates bought all that farmland. We know now.
Oh yes,
the AI data.
You about to data center all of Dakota, ain't you?
That nice spring water, go.
That's the end of that shit.
Dry as a bone.
Fuck America. I'm all for it, man. Come on. If we could just look, think about it, y'all. I mean this. Look, D is going to be mean for 2 seconds. I'm gonna be mean for 2 seconds. Both Dakotas and Wyoming. If we can make them data centers, we're done. We're good. If we can make those whole states just data centers, we're good. Everybody else doesn't have to get sacrificed. No, your backyard doesn't have to have that. But if we use the whole state of South Dakota, I know what you're thinking. Hey, D, the mountains and all the rest of that, y'all done raped and kicked all the Indians out. It don't matter at this point. So
well, that was a load of shit.
I'm just saying, you might as well. Jesus Christ, yeah. But to me, I think I don't know if we're going to see the actual bubble burst, like the way, at least not in the way we think it's going to be. I think there is going to be a burst, but it's going to be. But what's it going to contain? Who's losing jobs? Who's losing what? What company's never going to go back to it? What CEO is going to be in trouble? I know that's going to happen, but how is it going to play?
And I'm not saying AI is like, oh, it's going to be disappearing. No, it's much like crypto, where like NFTs is done. I laugh at the fact that shit fucking just.
I mean, but NFTs was done long before that, though. Chris.
No, but I'm just saying. But the fact that just came and went, and then crypto went through its big hit and stuff.
I feel that there's going to be something to come from
here's
crypto.
The thing about crypto. Crypto is still here.
Yeah, no, I think crypto is going to be something
and all
else.
That stuff isn't going anywhere.
I don't think it will, because that is the next step in. See, that's the thing with all these bubbles that always burst. It's you putting too much air into it in the first place before you know what the technology can do and how it can be used, and you're just wasting money. A lot of people are just wasting money. A lot of people are just saying the word AI and not doing an actual AI thing too.
I mean, look at this year. This whole year was literally the year of everybody trying to get data centers happening, especially in this DC area. There's still pushback even right now. Pushback on they'll try to put a data center over in Landover on that land where Landover Mall was, and
they are fighting hard on that one.
And Western
no sense.
Credit has been pushing back on it and stuff, and yeah, it's.
That being said, though, Chris, my fun thing I've learned about the data centers in this area. Well, Montgomery County got 3 of them. Everybody in PG. What?
I live near one.
You got a couple of them. I mean, look. They brought more infrastructure to.
but Sue put up a video in our group chat about Loudoun. It got the conversation going about Loudoun County. It wasn't until I graduated college and I finally got into the tech field and stuff that I realized, oh, Loudoun County owns a mega ton of fucking data centers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
Have you been out to Loudoun County before?
All those gray buildings, all those big
shell standalone complex ass buildings.
Like that's what I'm
Section 9 buildings.
Like you think about it. Like there's a whole lot of water. Like I like how you boys said, there's a whole lot of water behind me. A lot of it. Yeah, we're not going to talk about what's in it. Here's my thing. I like the fact that water comes out at a blazing hot, like 900 degrees, and it's like we just lay it on the earth. Nothing bad is going to happen if we just throw it back into the water. I hate this world. Elon lied to me. It didn't make Mars possible.
First off, sir, you put your faith in a fucking white South African. How dare you? Okay.
First off, Chris,
apartheid
nigga, I ain't got no faith in no white person at this point in my life.
And Chris, it is apartheid apologist.
Yes. Okay. He apologized that he liked apartheid. Okay. Can you get over? Did he apologize for apartheid? Huh?
No.
Huh?
I like how Elon Musk is doing the biggest Ponzi scheme on himself because Tesla lost so much money, so now he has to pump and dump it into SpaceX in this weird way to kind of like make sure that he stays afloat as a billionaire.
Shout out to all the black people riding around in cyber trucks.
Hey, dog.
You're lucky they tinted. That's all I gotta say. You're lucky it's tinted.
The one with especially the ones with the full body sticker jobs.
Hey, yo.
Why?
Let me tell you something.
You are driving in a refrigerator.
You want to know how you can tell who's a bougie ass black person in PG County? Go to the Wawa over in Glendale, Maryland. I swear to you, one night there was a line of Teslas waiting to go to church.
No, Chris, because that's where they have to go to. Wawas are like the only thing in this area where you can get a full lot of the Jones. Royal Farm, pure Maryland fashion. One working.
You got one. Maybe two for a little razzle dazzle.
Look, there's like 7 of them. One works.
Yo, that's how you know bougie black folks now in PG County because they upper middle class Teslas. Like the fuck, man.
I'm gonna get me a Model X, and it's gonna be just like what we gonna do. What I's going to shut up.
Hey,
that's self-drive, right?
You know what? No, but we used to call Honda.
This is self-driving joint, right?
You know, we used to call Honda Civics the basic.
See, I ain't gotta even put no gas in it. What?
We used to
no, I don't put no oil in it or nothing. You just press the button. I mean, for real though, right?
I like how we call Honda Civics the basic bitch car, and now Tesla's took that title. That's crazy, right? That is wild.
I wish I can talk like how DC girls talk right now, forever and all that crap. I wish I really could do that because I would have it down. I don't know all the words they say, so I gotta nail that. That's the feature.
I've seen all them playing them Model S Teslas, and I'm like, oh god.
I mean, for real though, I don't need to. This girl walked in my damn store. So where did the oil go into the to my Tesla?
Where do
it goes into wherever. We went out there. Come to find out, this bitch needed gas. She didn't need oil. And you're probably telling yourself, well, D, there was nothing on her dashboard indicating it. Low gas. So I am just convinced.
Ladies, black women, you're never beating I'm leaving my car on E allegations. I hope you understand that.
Like, look, men, y'all do this stupid shit where the oil cap off. I didn't think all the oil was going to jet out that thing, man. So do I need a special thing? No, you just need a cap. All right, cool. They don't cost a lot of dollars. No, it don't. All right, cool. Here's me. You want me to show you? Yeah, can you show me where?
hey, yo.
We need education back in school now. We really do.
This is what's wrong with today. The young ladies today, they're not learning from mom how to cook. We're losing recipes.
Hey, Chris. By the way, Chris.
R.I.P. the Department of Education.
Today,
what I've learned is that the only bastion of the education in this country is your state fucking up?
Yeah.
That is where it is. Luckily for here in the DMV, Virginia is like 11th, Maryland's like 13th, and DC's like 8th. So we're kind of fine with education. It's the rest of y'all niggas I worry about. Right? So basically that's what it falls on. And even with PBS and even with PBS and NPR is still alive in DC. You wouldn't know that because every person that listens to NPR thinks it just went off the air. Like, I like how they ask NPR DC. Yeah, I mean, the lights are going to still be on. It's just that, like 4 or 5 shows ain't going.
I mean,
like PBS say the same way. PBS like, we're fine. We will be rerunning a whole lot more Sesame Street, but we find out there's going to be signs that we lost money. That's all I'm saying.
But in the midst of the AI thing, though, RAM, fucking RAM. So what happened was,
I'm all for RAM.
Was it a company Micron?
I knew what went down in COVID was going to bite everybody in the ass. I knew it.
Investing in RAM for upcoming.
No.
Well, they got.
No, CJ. They don't invest in it. Micron literally makes the chips.
Yeah, they make
that goes into RAM.
Yeah,
and when they were pretty much purchased at premium priced wholesale by these like pretty much by the government and and all these data centers, they just decided, hey, you know what? We need to construct the world's biggest middle finger and give it to the consumer market to tell them that we're pulling out of the consumer market and going directly into the government and these data centers because we're banking the farm on this. And because of that, anyone who wants to buy consumer grade RAM now has to pay a premium for it because it's only them and 2 other companies that make the chips. And now with them out of the space, we're going to be looking at shortages like crazy. See, it's not just RAM that's going to cause prices to skyrocket because like literally 2 weeks before this happened, you could buy a 64 gig pack of RAM for like what, $120, something like that. Today, almost $1,000.
And that's the insane part about it and stuff. That's what's been kind of like pissing off a lot of folks because it's just like now we're stuck in this limbo where. So the whole thing with that was there might be a downslope because they're basically banking it, like you said, on these data center stuff because they're in the government
and on AI to take off the way that they think it is.
They think it is, and because they do that, it's basically a situation of they're hoarding chips so that they can get the green light to be like, and boom, go.
The problem with that is that it's not just going to cause the increase in AI. AI is not going to cause the increase of just RAM chips. This is going to cause everything to increase, especially if you're trying to build your own PC, because now SSDs are going to go up like crazy. So goodbye to cheap hard drives. NVIDIA just decided to tell the consumer market, hey, once again, we're constructing the world's biggest middle finger because they said that they're cutting their stock by like 40% in the coming future, very, very near future, by the way. So if you want to get a GPU at current market rate, I would highly recommend you go get it now because because we're going to go back to COVID era prices for graphics cards.
Yeah, it's just, and it's to a point, like I said, everybody is hinging on it. And I think it's more so us wanting to see the crash is to sit there and see these things actually go back to normal, because now it's to the point where you try to get a brand new, laptop, you're stuck at 16 gigs, I think, or was it 8? I think you can get 8 gigs of RAM or something like that.
No, 8 gigs would be like your cheapest of the cheap. I mean, most laptops.
They're saying with these chip shortages, though.
Yeah, but the chip shortages, you're definitely going to see scale backs on RAM, like on how much RAM they can hold. Because at first everybody was saying, man, if you want to get something, you better just get a pre-build and call it a day. Unfortunately, that's not even going to be the case because look at what they're doing with the iPhone. Apple now decided to come out and say that for the iPhone 17. Instead of the 16 gigs of RAM that we've been putting in our phones for the last 2 to 3 generations of iPhone, we're actually going to scale it back and only supply 8 gigs of RAM. Do you think that having that 8 gigs of RAM is going to cause the price to go down? I highly doubt it.
Not at all.
if anything, it's going to increase the price because you're.
I was just about to say it's about to go up, nigga.
Sir, you're going to get 8 gigs of RAM, and oops, I almost forgot because hard drives also need RAM. You're going to get 8 gigs of RAM, and we're going to go back to 128 gigs of storage like it's the iPhone 6 all over again.
It's amazing how all of this is for RAM. The one thing that we all thought that, like I knew when everybody was starting stacking during COVID, we was going to get to this point. Because you was already talking about it and all the rest of that, Eris. I knew we were going to get to this point. And you need to tell me there are people now, there are bidding wars for fucking chips.
Mm-hmm.
America is not making them no more. That's all of China. So only really getting one country that's producing these chips like they not like a.
It's like three. It's 3 companies.
It's them in Taiwan and who else?
It's 3 manufacturers that do it, and yeah, one of them. I think one of them is like based out of Taiwan. It was Micron, and Samsung was also in that space. Here's the problem. A lot of these companies want to do is they want to start mass producing factories everywhere to increase chips, so that way we don't have any more of this chip shortage. The problem with that is, yeah, free market. Okay. The problem with that is this sort of thing is gonna cost years to develop. This isn't like something that we can just make like set up a building to like set up these factories and stuff and just start pumping out more chips. This thing is you're asking these companies to invest billions and billions of dollars into setting up a factory like this. And we're not going to see a turnaround. Exactly. And we're not going to see a turnaround for them to even get started doing something like this until at least 2028 or 2029.
I was about to say it's going to take years for any of that to.
But the thing that's holding back a lot of stuff, and that's why circling back to this whole AI bust, is that the problem was that with a lot of the companies' usage of AI in terms of it turning profit, for the amount of money that you sink into it, you're not turning around and getting a profit back because you're only making like 1% of that bill of a profit. So say you sunk 13 billion into this, you're only going to end up making, like, I think somebody said up to like maybe $2 billion. So you actually end up losing money. This whole thing has been just a losing endeavor and stuff because they're all trying to strike it big on this one thing that's going to kick it over. And it's like, well, what does that exactly look like?
But that's the whole point about a bus. That's the whole point about a bus anyway, to me.
Well, that's because all the super hopefuls that are like way up here, they're expecting AI to be on the level of Skynet. When in reality, all we're getting is just a slightly faster and slightly smarter version of Siri and Gemini.
Basically, that's what it is. It's how can you do, basically with the corporations, is how can you do my worker's job faster and how can I eliminate most of them? That's what that is.
And the ironic part is, and me and Sue were laughing at this, the companies found out, yeah, we lost money using AI than if we just went on ahead and kept our employees when we were making money.
We're also
not only did we have to try to hire all those said employees back, but the employees that came back was like, hey, price of the brick went up.
And that's the thing. And then on top of that, you have all these, like I said, not only do you have all the people that's moving back and forth on AI or they want to be on or not, but you also got companies who are creatively getting bankrupt because they're lending all of their thoughts and process basically to Chat GPT. And here's my thing. Chat GPT is a gimmicky thing. It's supposed to be for people that want to do homework faster and people that need to get like certain projects done a little bit quicker or organized. That's about it.
You want to know what Chat GPT has been turned into? Like, besides everything you just said, Chat GPT has been turned into your digital therapist.
That too. I have to tell my sons, look, I'm not going to stop y'all from downloading what you're going to do. But what I do not want to see y'all doing is getting emotional because your AI girlfriend is prompted to say the same 18 things over and over and over again.
Hold on, too, though. The other thing with ChatGPT is that what we've been finding out is that with it Jesus, it's a good transition. Like the way it's permeated itself in society and stuff. So now, like, it's like they're finding out that a lot of people using ChatGPT in colleges and stuff. It's one thing, like for us growing up, we had Cliff Notes for books. Good way to kind of like get an understanding of the story, but then you start forgetting like Cliff Notes don't really give you the nuanced details of certain things. So you miss out on dialogue, you miss out on this and that. And what the educators are finding out is that ChatGPT has actually been kind of slightly dumbing down people.
Exactly.
And hiding a lot of people's blind spots. There was one lady that sat there and said she didn't realize she couldn't read until she wasn't able to use ChatGPT. And she was like, oh my God, I don't know how to read. Like, and I'm like, like that is some wild ass shit. Like you, so you ChatGPT was that much of a crutch that just reading is just like, what?
You're that stupid.
Thank you.
Look.
That's wild. That is wild.
It's gonna get to a point, like, hey Chris, it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna start bringing in ChatGPT auditors. They're gonna come in. They're gonna come in with Shadowbane, the bird.
Shadowbane, fly. I don't know what you like more, the fact that it's a falcon or the fact that there's the huge gnarly ass scar on his face.
It's the fact that it's a falcon.
Shadowbane,
fly.
My thing is, what I liked, what I got the most entertainment out of this year with ChatGPT was ChatGPT. So I need you to count to 10. Can you count to 10 for me? Sure, I can count to 10 for you. Just tell me when to start. Okay, start. Okay, go. No, I want you to count. 1, 2, 3. Anytime you want me to stop, keep going. Anytime you want me to start, I will start. I want you to count and keep counting. That sounds like that's going to be a lot. Maybe you should do something. I'm like, it's amazing how people broke ChatGPT within 5 minutes.
Integrating this shit into the military because one high-ranking general literally said, I use ChatGPT to help make very geopolitical decisions. And I'm like, we are fucking cooked.
I didn't know what
Syria, when Syria heard that.
All right. And I've been waiting, baby.
Honestly, I don't know what's worse. The fact that happened, CJ, or the other one. And you and I, like being in the, like, we work in this field, the signal chat being blown up all over the 6 o'clock news.
Bro, on the Summer Jam screen.
On the Summer Jam screen. I highly, highly, highly dislike the nature of this country.
A man said,
now,
babe, you gotta understand. See, the tech boom in America really actually shows what happened in the last 25 years. See, it all started in Silicon Valley during the time of Steve Jobs.
Based
jobs.
Turtleneck Jobs.
Eris, you have looked like this the entire year. Eris, you have looked like this so bad that I feel that you have abandoned Black people, you have abandoned everybody. But I realized the real problem, and this is not a
more like they've abandoned me.
No, Eris, but I found out your full problem. That is you realizing, I swear to God, if I go to Japan and they start anything,
They already
Eris has look, Eris, while you have not been on pins and needles, the world has. See, in the world, the one thing that happened in the world that I like to talk about, that we have talked about, is what everybody else is doing. Number one, I love the fact that Africa is kicking all of the French people out, and then at the same time looking at us, you niggers better not come over here, and we're like, it's Burkina Faso, bro. We don't want what y'all got over.
And then all of a sudden,
look, we're seeing banks getting closed. We're seeing economies fall. We see Nepal. Nepal did a beautiful thing. They don't have it set up like America where there's systems in place for people not to riot. So they realized something that we can only dream about in America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10 of them. There's a million of us. Let's jump them niggas. They ran up in their junk. We see it all these rich Nepalis, whatever, getting helicoptered out and shit. It's amazing. And Eris is like,
they voted Margaret Thatcher in over in Japan.
Eris, they voted Margaret Thatcher in Japan. Here's the thing, y'all. Eris has never, and I will give you this, Eris. Yes, that has been Eris's look. I will give you this, Eris. You have never shied away, and you do, but I understand why you do. But you have never shied away telling us how racist Japan can actually be. Yeah. How closed off it can be to foreigners. I remember one night you weren't about to cry or nothing like that, but you really was giving a lot off your chest because like some shit went down with you and your friends, and basically was like, nigga, yes, I'm American, but fuck y'all. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like there was shit that went down. I understand it. And anytime you're black and you go to another country, you're gonna have to deal with another set of problems. I hope them Japanese folk ain't lost their mind, Eris. That's all I gotta say. Because I will give this to Japan. They're smelling themselves again.
Yep.
That's cool. It sucks because they're probably going to stop making anime in 10 years.
No, here's the problem. Here's the problem. They're looking at everything that she is doing, and this is their reaction.
Yep. Yep.
Hand on a stack of Bibles. They really feel this good about it.
Yeah, and I get it because we see it here in America. Nationalism has a power, doesn't it? Wow. And especially in a country like Japan, nigga, they've been waiting for that. They've been waiting for her to show up, man.
I mean, listen, ever since Shinzo Abe was assassinated about 5 years ago, I have seen that door of being the prime minister spin. The revolving door has been like crazy. I've seen prime ministers come in and out. Like some of them don't even stick around for a full year. I mean, and the last one, I remember he got voted out, which is crazy because we got to see him one last time for, I think it was for the first month that Trump was in office.
Yeah,
they had met. Then he gets ousted. In comes her, and I'm like, oh God, how is this gonna go down? Negro, when I tell you that when he came to Japan and the military was so divided.
Oh shit.
We're talking
that ain't good.
We're talking like this is how
Civil
divided.
War, choose a side.
No. This is how divided it was.
It ain't Civil War. It's more.
There was a lot of stank facing going on, but here's how bad it was. The military, and I'm so glad that TikTok had caught it. The military over Japan that was there for his greeting or whatever, when Japan greeted him, was split. It was split into two factions. The ones that cannot stand him, and the ones that voted for him and wanted like a freaking Hellcat.
I see it. So it was George Bush all over again.
Yes,
like son of a bitch.
I want a Hellcat, and I think here's the thing for me. and it's just knowing how at least Japanese politics has been going for like lately. The Japanese people in so many ways have been asking for this shit to happen. Some type of national pride. And I really think that's more of the older generation dying and them getting off of what they feel that Japan needs to be at. You know what I mean? I think that's about any country can fall into that.
But the way that they're going about it is so overboard.
That's what I'm about to say.
It's so overboard and
It
stupid.
feels like course correction that should have happened a decade ago.
Yeah.
And at a slower pace. They're trying to speed. They're trying to speed run back into. They're trying to be back to basically. And I say this to be funny, but I don't know how serious it is. Eris. Are they really trying to be the empire again?
If I may,
that's what I'm saying. You got it.
So here's how I saw things. As I told you before, we're dealing with the world's dirtiest domino effect ever that took place. And I still say it started with 9/11. But in the case of Japan, here's what happened. COVID happened, right? Now, COVID locked Japan down for the better part of 3 years. Japan was actually one of the last countries on the planet to reopen its doors. And when they did, prior to them doing it, they almost bankrupted Kyoto. It was Kyoto and a couple of other places in the country that heavily relied on tourism, right?
I was about to say that was a tourism thing. Hiroshima had to be the same way too, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, pretty much anything that heavily relies on tourism was on the verge of bankruptcy. And because they had stayed closed for so long, a lot of places did like officially close their doors and, they went out of business for good. But the fact that you're about to bankrupt several cities is that's quite alarming. So Japan does this. They completely kill their their quarantine program, where the moment you get off the plane, you have to go through 20 days of quarantine, which is really stupid. Nobody was doing that.
Hey. You got the booger touch, nigga.
Hey, look, listen. If I've already been receiving several jabs to fight, what was it? Omicron Persei.
Omicron Persei.
Omicron killer. I don't need to go through any of that. I shouldn't be going through any quarantine if I'm providing the paperwork that shows this. Anyways, they get rid of all that, and they allowed at least 180 different countries to come in to the country absolutely visa free. Meaning, once you get through customs or whatever, and you give them your passport, if your passport is on the list of like approved, like 100% visa entry free countries, they immediately stamp it 90 days, no questions asked, right?
Yeah.
I go back in 2024. During that time, it was still cool to visit the country. And I was like, man, this is fun. Everything is cool. I did, I saw a couple of foreigners here or there, but like, it was good. Fast forward to this year. I went back again, same time, February, right? You would think it was the gold rush because the yen at that time, and it had fallen to a 30-year low since it fell to a 30-year low roughly like since 2023. And it's still low to this day. But the fact that the country has fallen so far down on everything. When I went to a McDonald's in Tokyo, you're talking to somebody who lived there. I lived there for several years. I would always see Japanese people working. Didn't matter what time of the day it was. When I tell you that the McDonald's in the McDonald's in Akihabara, the guys running the register was some dude from Australia, and one of the other dudes was from the UK or something. I'm like, bro,
what the hell is that?
I'm like, where are all the Japanese people at? This doesn't make any sense. Same thing with the convenience stores. Now it's like random people, like random South Africans work there now during like late in the night and stuff.
It looks like New York in the 80s.
Good night, mate. Welcome to 7-Eleven.
It was so no. See, here's what makes it really dumb.
Make me sweat, make me want.
Stop it. See,
welcome to Lawson.
No,
welcome to Lawson.
No, I wish that was the case because it would have been fun.
7-Eleven forever.
No, when I walked through this joint, there's some South African dude hitting me with a "Irashimase." I'm like, where am I?
You're in the Yakuza game, sir.
No, this is a glitched Yakuza game.
Why are the niggers talking like this?
Hey, yo, play like a dragon. There actually is a black. There's a sub story for a black guy in there.
No, I know about that one. I know about that story. But what? What does it do?
Walking to Don Quixote. Ohio Gamers!
So
you gotta understand, y'all. Eris told me there are two things that can be true at the same time. Number one, yes, I quite enjoy being the only nigger in the room. and number two, get your black hands off that. There are too many blackies here now. You ruined all the Tokyo.
I'm telling you, after I finished my last trip this year, I already said I wasn't going to do it, but now this is like stamped. I am not living in Tokyo.
Not today, Jesus.
I'm not. No, I'm just not doing it. But what I have learned is within the year, like between 2024 and this year, like between visits, Japan received a whole lot of tourists that came through from various countries that came into the country, and they treated Japan like they're back home.
And they immediately started pop locking in the middle of Shibuya for no damn reason.
No, see, pop locking in the middle of Shibuya, that can be ignored. That's almost like a daily thing.
I was only being metaphorical when I said that.
No. See, D, what you're describing is a regular Wednesday morning. All right. What I'm trying to describe is take that same situation. Yeah, the pop locking and all that, but do it on a train with the giant JBL speaker blaring music and somebody holding up a camera phone or a freaking or was it the little pocket Osmo, like DJI Osmo camera or whatever, just so they can get their TikToks. This crap has spread all across the country in all the major cities, and it's become such a problem that Japan decides to take the Triple H sledgehammer to a thumbtack size problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do big things to make little things happen.
No, it's worse.
I think I said that wrong. Whatever.
No. D, I got you. It's the Dave Chappelle. No, it's the Chappelle Show joint. Modern problems require modern solutions.
I don't know. Some people like me.
Some people prefer the cucumber. They say cucumbers taste better pickled.
Huh?
What?
Anyway,
can we talk about one?
But that's what's causing the country to change to such a radical rate. Not to mention, one thing I do like of what's going on is because I was somewhat in the middle of it because I used to be a part of that scene. I love the infighting that's going on in the Tokyo, in the Japan vlogger space.
Look, as somebody that
yes,
as somebody that has occasionally went down the rabbit hole of seeing a lot of videos from out of Japan, like person camping their minivan in this part of Japan, and those influencers in that region, I can imagine the infighting and that whole thing being what it is.
I'm just look. I'm glad that Asian countries as a whole are stopping a lot of this bullshit, especially the ones where white people really think they can just piss on the ground and just
Yeah, like, what are we doing
"Hey,
here,
I'm
bro?"
white, I can do that. You know what I mean? Like it's bad enough that they happen in these countries, but there's starting to be a shutdown because I don't think white people, and I'm not saying all white people do it because, Johnny Somali and all the rest of them dumbass niggas that were doing it, that are our color that was doing these stupid pranks and stuff.
Note, our color, but not us.
Oh, not us at all. No. I don't know where Somali came from. I know that's his last name, but for me, that nigga could be from Djibouti from all I care.
Which I think he is.
He probably is, knowing him.
Indochina.
But I feel as though that a lot of the Asian countries that just shut down with this joint, like Cambodia, Vietnam, they're tired of this shit. They're tired of it. They have every right to be tired of the shit, man.
All
right.
No one likes any of it, but yeah.
Speaking of which,
all right, let's move on. We got like 3 more subjects to go through, I guess.
Hey, everybody's favorite man, Diddy, is the year of everybody finally figuring out Diddy ain't shit, which I'm like, yeah.
Like, first off, let me make this very.
We reached the took him long enough part of his story.
And I would be real. I will give Diddy this. Diddy taught me a lesson. The lesson was 2 things can be right at once. Where, yes, he beat the shit out of Cassie. Cassie took that damn money. So why are we still talking about this? So what are you getting arrested for? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he's a freak,
He's just a freak. And I get it, y'all.
He's an
I
abuser.
felt what all y'all felt. Finally, Tupac is going to see some justice.
Justice for
whatever your conspiracy theory of Diddy, sure. That was coming true.
Here's my conspiracy theory.
But that's not what really happened.
Here's my conspiracy theory. Diddy's going to come out of jail, and we're going to get the Fast and Furious 9 with the reveal that Tupac was alive as he shoots.
For me, I think the conspiracy behind all this is that 50 Cent has been with the feds and still is with the feds, and he's profiting off of all this shit that's happening to Diddy, and all of you black people are going, No, for real. I want to say this. 50 Cent is one of the biggest coons in Hollywood, and y'all just letting him walk around like
he
this.
did in the club.
Come on, dude. Power.
50
all 15 different versions of the show.
D, you need to understand something. You need to understand something.
Go show it.
50 he's one of the pettiest coons.
Yes.
48 laws of power having motherfuckers.
I respect it. I respect the 48 laws of power.
Look, I don't.
It's a nigga book.
It is.
I don't. It's a nigga.
I respect what you're trying to teach. It's like,
look, but at the same time,
there's some game in there.
But at the same time, I'm
just
being
charisma real for that shit to work.
Y'all, like, this is the problem. The problem I've been having for the longest time is what you've been saying, Chris. Uchiwali on one mic. Y'all niggas want rap to be real, go back to this and go back to that. Yeah, we got Drake out here, but you let 50 walk around.
He did in the club.
That's been my problem. That's been but that's my problem the whole time. 50 is clicking his heels way too hard over all of this, and I get it
because
did he want to look? I get it. Did he want to take your butt that night? I get it. But come on, like, yo, why? Why y'all letting 50 walk around being this?
He got Lil Kim on the track.
He did Disco Inferno.
In my hood.
Disco Inferno. First off, let me tell you something. You want to kill the vibe of anything? Yes, I know it's an old song, but even if it's like cookout shit, they playing all the old jams. Yeah. Come on, show some of that.
It's like
do. So you hear that beat? It's like, yo, Curtis. Nobody wants to dance to this.
I just feel there was a woman in a club a stripper that's just dancing melancholy to that song when it comes on, just like I guess. Like,
I don't. To me, only New York broads like those songs. You know that Pop Smoke that song.
Why did you just specify that shit?
Because I have to. You know that Pop Smoke song that came out a couple years. Girl, you know you was.
Oh yeah.
I'm like only New York girls that talk. Yeah, nigga, hit this. They talk. They like this song.
Or Remy Ma.
Girls who ride you and sound like DMX. Those are the girls that like these songs, yeah.
Sir. That's a good time.
Hold up. I need to segue. I need to segue real quick, gentlemen. Because we're already gone over 2 hours. But
yes, we are. I know.
No, because I want to segue into something real quick. Since we're on hip hop, the subject
fuck
of
Diddy,
hip-hop.
fuck Diddy.
Yeah,
fuck Diddy. He didn't look. He didn't do nothing wrong. He just had a whole lot of baby oil, and I have to stress this: that is not a crime.
I got the short and stupid of it is we don't care. That's
we don't care.
That's the best way I can sum it up at this point. We don't care. In the vein of hip hop, by the way, I do like that we were shown, because your boy, Mr. Dreadhead himself, Lil Wayne, wanted to prove that he should have been, that Jay-Z should have okayed his performance to be a thing for the upcoming Super Bowl. And what did he do to prove that stance? He releases the Carter 6 and
double wood.
Not even double.
No. We have to.
He releases one of the most garbage albums I have ever heard.
I want to stress this to y'all. I want to stress this.
I blame that album as the reason why hip hop was not on Billboard.
I'm with you.
That album
is a dirty domino effect. You're right.
That album had the nerve to commit the human transmutation circle.
And committed seppuku.
I'm gonna say how bad it was. One of the biggest seppuku moves in all of hip hop.
How bad it was.
No. It had the nerve to say. Lil Wayne had the nerve to say he's gonna do a human transmutation circle and make the Carter 6 the hot album and prove against all odds he should have been in the Super Bowl.
Do you know how bad it was? Do you know
how is it possible?
Hip hop's place on Billboard's top 100.
How is it possible, Eris, that the Carter 5 and people talk about it? Actually, very good, Wayne. This was very good. Not a year ago, him and 2 Chainz put out an album together, and everybody was like, "Well, this is an A+. This is a great album." Who knew that Titty Boy was the one carrying that? Because who knew?
You know how bad you have to? Do you know how bad it is when you have the fact that Kendrick's Luther was like keeping that Billboard hip hop shit afloat, and the Carter 5, Carter 6. He capped that shit, because if that album doesn't come out, Luther would have carried it all the way into the end of the
year.
And
you want to know what the best part for me?
CJ, you want to know what the Carter 6 was? The Carter 6, Lil Wayne was Negan. The Carter 6 was the Lucille Bat.
God, this was Goodfellas. Had to take my body out the corner. Yeah.
No exceptions. Tink.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Tough guy, you and Scissor, huh?
I'm just getting started.
That was a great thing to do. That was a great thing to do.
Vampire back.
Every album that came out after that got kneecapped. Each and every one. And I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, well, a couple of these albums could be no. Well, hold on. Playboy Cardi then came back.
Yeah.
He got a hot new Jungle Bone Weekend. I go to my son, hey Donnie, how that Playboy trash?
I would like to say for the record that Carter 6 is probably the reason why, segueing into it. Carter 6 is probably the reason why that the versus of Cash Money versus
Let me
No
tell you
Limit
something. There's
went the
things
way
that I
that it
learned.
went.
Here are things that I learned.
Look. First off, my son is stressing to me. There were only 4 songs on that Playboy Cardi album. Only 4 of them. Only 4, Dad. It was garbage. But anyway, more than that, Chris, I love verses because number one, verses always expose all of us, each and every one of us, of the type of fans that we are. And let me tell you something. Cash Money fans proved to me one thing I knew from the very beginning. All of you are not shit. Now, the other thing that I proved to me, No Limit fans, y'all got grandkids at home. If y'all don't go home. Whew. Now, the one thing that really kind of shocked me was the fact that everybody was blown back that No Limit had the relationship that they have with not only their fans, but with each other. It looked like a family.
They have stayed a family for the better part of 30 years.
And I will give them that.
That family has so much love.
Give them that.
That family has so much love that they still allow Silk the Shocker to rap off beat.
Exactly.
That's love.
They do.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, Silk didn't get no better. In fact, he got worse.
Now, you messed up. In a way, you messed up. You allow Silk to rap. Cool, that's fine. Y'all are family. You should have gave him a better song. I am, to this day, from that verses, I am mad that they did not do Hootie Hoo. I did.
They did it.
I did hear the reason.
Like Conan vetoed that.
He did bring it up and say that he wanted to do it. There was like 20 songs that he wanted to do that all got left on the cutting room floor, and they weren't allowed to do it.
Cash Money looking like the dysfunctional ass family that they are.
Cash Money proves to y'all that Baby didn't take care of his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, it proves to y'all that Juvie was the heart of all that.
Oh yes, he was.
And I feel bad for Juvie.
And when he went away,
and look,
the heart of Cash Money went with him.
And here's the thing, and this is something you notice with all of them. This is what you notice. Everybody on Cash Money side, I will give him this. They did it for Juvie. This wasn't for Wayne. This wasn't for BG. This was for Juvie. And I hate Juvie. All of y'all niggas look like y'all needed to go home. All y'all look like y'all didn't want to be there, which proved to me with all that talk that was going into it, how you and Wayne were excited, how BG was excited. The second the talk came out there about Turk being there, and y'all niggas say y'all little piece about it, like, we don't know. That right there, like, this should not be happening right now. And let me make it very clear. In my opinion, that's the thing. And Wayne was like, I ain't sure I'm gonna be there for this shit.
And make it worse.
So it was like Wayne, despite having a shitty album, he's still like top 5 rappers in the world. I'm not just gonna show up for shit like this.
Here's the worst part about it, gentlemen. Turk not being there, it was 3 strikes. Turk not being there, Wayne not being there, and the fact that the verses didn't take place in New Orleans,
nigga, that was the biggest one. Everybody said that. How was this not in New Orleans?
How you fumbled that easy layup?
How was this? Imagine, y'all. Imagine, guys. All 3 of us. Imagine. Go Fest. We finally getting the jump we wanted all the time. Junkyard versus Backyard. Live in Pennsylvania. What?
You know what? We both did. We both said good was D. You said Pennsylvania. I said Tennessee.
Exactly. We're doing this live in Chattanooga. Why? We're doing this live in Erie, Pennsylvania. Huh?
And you would think, okay, Pennsylvania, Philly? Nah, Pittsburgh.
They don't listen to go. I know they don't.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke, Virginia. Niggas that don't want nothing to do with go-go. It's so funny. You can get away with a go-go concert like that in Philly, New Jersey, and even in Baltimore. Outside of that range,
too far, buddy.
Outside of that range, Richmond might be too far.
No,
I know you can get away with it at Philly. You can get away with it at North Carolina A&T.
I mean, can we say for the record that Cash Money this was not the year for Cash Money.
No, it wasn't.
Juvie might have had, he might have had like a nice reception. I'll say that for this, he had a decent reception because he was literally carrying. I'm talking about
exactly
the entire organization on his back for the entirety of that versus. This has not been a good year for Wayne, Drake, and Nicki recently.
Nicki.
Is Nicki even part of Cash Money? Ain't she like with Pedophile Records or something like that?
Something like that. But still, during her heyday,
I think she's still in
during her heyday, she was Young Money, which is Drake. But still, the fact that all three of you did not have a good year this year.
Drake did probably the best move he could have did. Not show up to shit. He probably did the best he could, which was, I got 4 songs, and that's all I got really right now. I'm still ducking shit. I'm taking the sun out, which, by the way, y'all, he's actually raising his son, and y'all niggas are still sending pictures of that nigga with cornrows in his head. Here's my thing, y'all. Never trust a nigga who's touching 50 that's still getting straight backs. If you don't put an Iverson design in that shit,
sir.
What
makes you think Drake has any level of street in him to
No. I'm talking about Pusha T with the straight. No, Drake with the straight backs. He light skinned. What are he gonna do with it?
Pusha T is the guy. Pusha T is the guy that thinks he's still part of that life. But
I love it.
Maga
Minaj.
But that's what I'm about to get to. Here's the thing. I don't want to spend too much time on Nicki because this is coming from somebody that truly actually loved her shit until she instantly became doo-doo in my mouth. You know what I mean? Look, that's the best way I can say it. Because when I found, not only are you already kind of fake to me,
what part?
He a pedophile?
What part?
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
No.
I know what you're saying, nigga. Shut up. I'm just sitting there like, ain't he a pedophile?
Yes.
Those MAGA chicks got.
All right, you forced me. His hairline starts right here, and he's getting cornrows. That means you need to stop putting them in your head. Anyway.
Hey! Blame Stevie Wonder, man. Stevie's still hanging on to the dream.
Boy, no, that's what makes me sick. It's niggas like you that's gonna make Pusha keep them in his hair until they hanging on like that shit. Hey, Pusha, do this for me. You're going to get a lot of that because of niggas like y'all. Anyway, like I was saying, Nicki, this does not shock me. That does not shock me at all. In fact, you know what I did the second I saw Nicki do that? That's interesting. Hey, Aris, where you going, nigga? I didn't see her mess up on stage until like 2 days ago. I got a little bit more Vaseline on my hand.
I'm like, hold up. Hey, D, this reduces breakage.
But see, that's the problem. I got different type of hair, man. See, my hair is a little bit different.
Look, man, I saw
miracle worker. I'm just saying.
Look, knowing that she has financial troubles and stuff, it doesn't shock me because that's the
go-to. My thing is this, Nicki. What was you spending your money on?
Well, when you're the primary breadwinner because your husband likes diddling kids.
No. And this is where D gets to have fun with this shit because when people asked Drake about it, he was like, "That's Spotify." And Nicki, what happened to all that Spotify money, Nicki? You number one on Spotify. Remember what happened to all that money?
I saw Young Money.
I knew because I used to think that meant something.
I thought Young Money raised you.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that meant something with Spotify numbers. When Drake was like, I mean, they nice. You number one, like, yeah, but I really don't get no money off that. I'm thinking, how much is Nicki getting?
I mean, look, numbers don't last.
Artists have been telling us for a while that they haven't been getting paid off of Spotify. And Nicki stood on top of that when she was arguing with that bullet fragment foot chick. Eris. like I said, as a former fan of Nicki, do you know how Dee's heart was breaking in pieces hearing Nicole, but the fragment foot, bitch, fragment foot. I'm like, oh, this is real.
The fact that I had to take my index finger to my phone and go to my Spotify list, find Nicki's Your Love, hover over it, and I'm contemplating, do I remove this from my list?
You have a Nicki song?
It was in one of my old playlists. Plus, that beat goes.
Never, I ain't gonna go that far. But oh yeah, nigga, that didn't shock me. It didn't shock me at all. I'm looking at the rest of hip hop, and I'm seeing, I hate to say this, struggling. Travis had an okay year, but I'm seeing struggling from a lot of people, you know? And it is sad.
The OG vets are like carrying it this year, basically.
They ain't carrying nothing. They're carrying their kids. They're carrying their kid. They carrying their grandkids' clothes into their trunk. I don't want to hear that.
You know the Clips put out a banger.
What?
What do you do? Like you defended. I'm not defending it. You defended.
Mass Appeal, Nas, DJ Premier, you know, all that stuff.
Hey Chris, this is coming from somebody.
All right, I'm gonna go get the Bengay.
Thank you. This is coming from a nigga that listens to that. Chris, stop saying that like that means something.
It does.
Let's talk about how Wale put out another album and nobody cares about it again.
It's actually good, but
let's talk about that. Let's talk about how, because no one wants to grow up sound.
Sorry.
Oh, but anyway.
Yeah.
No. I when people say that, it's like, nigga, you don't play an instrument. Shut the fuck up. So, like, I hate it when people say that. No, see the sound. You can't say Rapper's Delight without messing up.
I mean, it goes back.
The shut up.
I mean, it goes back to no one wants to grow up sound wise. You know, that kind of goes into the argument that we always make about Nas being a terrible beat picker.
Here's the thing. When it comes to
last three projects, accurate because he has other people doing the beats. Like, all right,
no, that's why he got Jungle Beats and Hit Boy to do his stuff now. So
Jungle Beats, Hit Boy, and whenever he needs to go back to the well, Premier.
What's the last thing?
Yeah,
Premier did something from not too long ago. Actually, one of his better
Premier Nas.
But still, the thing is this though. The older, I hate saying it like this. This is no disrespect to the older artists. They're always going to put out stuff. But here's the thing. And this is why it's so weird to me. We put so much emphasis on purity of hip hop. Nobody comes out for this. Because y'all the first ones screaming about they ain't no number 100 on they're on the list and none on the Billboard. So do you want them to be commercial or do you want them to be smart? Because you can't have it both ways.
I will say the rubbers meet
in Dee's opinion, that's what made hip hop so cool to me. That you could act like a nigga, and at the same time, we got music to tell us that we are better than that.
I say this.
That's all I'm saying.
I say this, despite the fact that hip hop is not in the top 100 for Billboard this year, I got to see some level of funness in hip hop. And what I mean is this one thing I saw. I saw Redman do a whole brand new song while walking the streets of Shinjuku and Shibuya on camera. It's a whole video on his Facebook page. And I saw this, I was like, dude, Redman is just walking through the streets of Tokyo for this song that he released, and it's awesome. I'm like, this is fun. This is the fun hip hop I miss.
I don't know. Not for me. It ain't fun no more. It's grown to me now with Redman. Like y'all, like I
get where you're coming from.
I'm not taking that away from you. Let me make that very clear. So I'm not taking that away from you because I heard other people say the word fun. I don't use the word.
No, see, I'm not using. No, when I use fun, I mean like, dude, I love this. I'm having fun with this.
Fuck off. And I really actually mean that when it comes to that. Stop that. That's some pretentious bullshit.
Not successful
that is some pretentious bullshit that niggas that actually don't like rap say. Niggas that like rock and roll say some shit like that. Niggas
Remember
that
when it was pure.
Yeah, see when it was pure. Shut up. That means you don't like it.
People now,
Like
people,
you can't sit here and tell me, oh man, I like NWA. How are their nigga shit different than the nigga shit that's here today? Because I can understand it.
I mean, people say that, you know, hip hop is going to go into a better space now that it's kind of forced to go back underground.
I can deal with that in a way. That statement, I can chew that better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you do need some aggression to go forward. And we have seen rap do that probably 2 different times where they had to step back a couple things before going forward. They had to do that when Pac and Biggie died. They had to do that during like the 2010s, right before all the Migos and them niggas came out. When they really didn't have nobody to pass it to, where it's like, hey, Rick Ross, make another song. I will. Hey Drake, I need help. Good at that. hey Drake, tell Titty Boy to come over here with you. I need both of y'all here for me. Like we seen rap go backwards to go forwards again, and I'm fine with that. But this idea that it's better off when we're not on the top, shut up. You sound like that nigga African Bambaataa. All right, don't say that. Don't say that. Speaking of which,
before or after the allegations.
Speaking of which, Gen
up, Chris.
Hey, Gen X. Hey, Gen X black folk. That's taking accountability for somebody who has been bad in the past. You're not supposed to like African Bambaataa no more.
Yeah.
You can like his music, but you can hate the very, very effed up, heinous things he did to black boys. You can hate that and still like his music. And a lot of y'all just now learning that. No, not with R. Kelly. R. Kelly's different. We're not. We're focusing on this bad person first before we go to the next one. Lock in with me, right?
Yeah, lock in as your generation likes to say.
Look at me, Gen X. Look at me, Gen X. All right. There's a bunch of people in your generation that ain't ish, and you need to admit it.
You want to talk about another pillar that hit us this year? Gambling in all facets in life, sports, everything, and it hit in the head of recent. And me and D talked about this on Working Title Sports Show. It came to a head in a way that people are definitely questioning. Finally, the relationship between sports and betting companies.
Eris, I called the episode something very simple. I'm sorry, who? The names that fell out when we heard that Chauncey Billups was the honeypot, in a scheme to get niggas into high stakes gambling. We're like, wait,
mob,
wait. Okay, it's high stakes poker tournaments. I don't think that's a bad. What do you mean the mob is involved? Okay, I don't think it's that. You mean to tell me somebody died from this?
X-ray cameras,
the crap that came out, Eris. They had the full on your boy off of Casino.
Artie Piscano.
Not Artie Piscano. I'm trying to think of Robert De Niro's character. Ace. They had the whole Ace set up. Somebody F up. I'm interested. Would you count your hands with the left? You know what I'm saying? They had a full-on thing, and you know who was behind this ish? The FBI have been on it for months. I mean, for years, trying to figure it out because they know all the sport betting that's been going on in the country for the last 5 years have been going out of control, and they got to control it. So they've been following it, and you know what happened? Guys, Donald Trump is in trouble. I need help. Do we have anybody we can arrest? Huh? Chauncey Billups, the guy that was on the Pistons? Let's get him. That's what happened.
Never mind the fact.
Cash Patel was like, I need a W.
No, hang on, dude. Hang on. I was gonna say, never mind the fact that hey, Cash, you could have been whispering into your boy Trumpito's ear about getting this, going the fact that we're on 41 days of this government shutdown.
I would gladly. Cash Patel just gives off
Yeah, that happened, by the way, for 2025.
Do you know that when he came out with this announcement, he didn't want to come out on camera because they didn't have an FBI jacket for him? This nigga wears a woman's medium.
That is the most small dick energy ass.
I say this joke to be funny to both my sons because I know how they were going to look when they became teenagers, and I told them both when y'all hit 12 to 14, maybe 15 years old, you're going to be built like a lesbian. That's just going to happen. When I was 13, I look back on my old, I was like, yeah, I look like a little dyke. Yeah, I did.
So Eris has
so Cash put that joke on. Felt like he was a big guy. It was all
laugh. Eris's laugh is like Porky Pigs in
Wait, what?
You're the one where he's like Robin Hood and he's the
yeah.
Porky Pig. Oh, me and Eris have had a couple times where Eris will come up and be cracking up like that. Here's me. Just sitting there laughing and shit.
No, the type of laugh when you're rolling tears is the best.
Now you are very true. Now you are very true.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing. That is the biggest thing that's been getting on us. With a lot of these players, a lot of the players, especially in the NBA, just real talk. One of the vices that a lot of them got aren't white women. It's actually gambling.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, a lot of these players gamble. So Chauncey been on it, like you said, since Detroit. People have known this. Certain people have just been gambling that long. Like Charles Barkley gambled anytime he could.
He's put that out there. Him and Jordan.
Michael Jordan we have it on camera. Michael betting niggas over stuff just big.
You know what I mean? He got the shades on. I mean, what's gambling?
Come on, a nigga, a black dude wearing glasses and it's 3:00. Either he's high or he's ready to do some shady shit. There's one of the two. So yeah, ever since then, but Chauncey always been
J shades.
But what got it, Eris, was when we started seeing the player. When we saw it wasn't Mikal Bridges. Who was it? That was in the Jones. It was Jones.
Basically, they were fan dueling themselves, but it was like the most like
they were fan dueling themselves. And Eris, this is one of the big things that got Jones in trouble. They found out one game. Vegas found out that LeBron was hurt before the reports came out that he was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is a big thing, and that's always a big red flag because when Vegas knows something before the NBA has put something out,
it's like, oh boy,
it's an indicator that somebody is betting some certain way. He put out there that LeBron wasn't going to play that game. Guess where how all the bets went? Siding for the other side or siding that LeBron wasn't going to play. All these prop bets that didn't make any, like, how would they know that?
This is how Ace in the outfit made out so good back in the day because they didn't tell everybody.
And that's the thing too. We're in this space of right now, really circling back to what we were talking about social media and stuff. Like everybody's doing their YouTube videos talking about insider stuff that they heard from this person and that person. So you got 50 bajillion of these videos floating around on YouTube space, and boom, everybody knows. And it ends up hitting the radar, the FBI, and all these places because it was a lot of players that were getting caught up in it because it might not be the player that's doing it, but they're telling their friends, and it sways the fucking amp over and under on stuff.
Michael Porter Jr.'s little brother played for the Raptors. This was last year. This nigga made a bet on him, not Otto. I forgot his name. Whatever his name was, light skinned one. I think it's Harsh Reefer's name or whatever. Whatever. Yeah. But he was the one that betted on himself that he was going to be out the game, and he was out the game, and he made like $50,000 errors.
Yeah.
This dude is a 61 at best on 2K. And he put up a $50,000 bet on himself. You fucking right. Everybody.
Hold on. Hold on. 50K? I mean, yeah.
Hold on, and this the other thing, Eris. Hey, everybody's betting on this one player. I bet it's Kawhi Leonard. No, it's not. Anthony Edwards? No, not at all. Oh, Paul George is not playing today, so I bet no. Who is it? It's Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. He has a brother. That's exactly how that went down.
Hold up. What's going on over here?
That don't make no sense, man. You expose your own shit. Bro.
I mean, we knew that was going to be the inevitable thing and stuff. I mean,
all right. We talked about it, and let's end this show with this, nigga. Wake up!
I have never seen
on this piece of crap.
Oh my god! I think it's like shooting fish in a barrel at this point. I mean, it's everything. Him bombing Venezuelan boats in order to reclaim their oil, because that's what you do if you're a rich white guy. It's good, go after oil. You know, fucking up this Russia and Ukraine fucking deal. Which, by the way, Ukraine's been putting boots to asses to Russia. Don't let the propaganda fool you. Ukraine has been putting boots to asses to Russia.
Hey, you know the best part about that is they're still doing off the weapons that we gave them 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So basically, we now have time skipped. So we basically have time skipped to the late 2000s. See, once he got elected, it was we're back in the 80s, man. Now we're going through Bush era.
Yeah, Hegseth.
Yeah, you're right. We went from Rumsfeld to Hegseth.
Hey, everybody loves the 80s until they gotta face the 80s. You know.
Here's my thing.
I think I'd still rather face the 80s.
We said this before. It's ironic that we kids grew up hating the commies and the Ruskies. So we're supposed to be friends with them now? Why are y'all buddy with these broke niggas from Russia? I don't understand this.
Here's the thing: when you relax your throat and you just accept, Putin as your Lord and Savior, there you go.
Okay.
Hey. Who knew Putin was that dude? I didn't know that.
Stop fucking talking.
I need the Battletoads music.
Oh.
It's that much of a pause right now.
Oh god. Okay, so here's my thing. I knew this whole year. We all knew this whole year was over. The second we knew it was over. No, I was grabbing my heart and giving it to everyone.
Hey, I like how this light-skinned preacher in Philly got fucking shit canned because he did the same thing. And I'm like, wow, bro, you just lost your job.
Also, by the way, hey Chris, I like how this new Elon Musk not only messed up everything, but we couldn't even get our bet off. You remember what our bet was, Chris? That this was going to last at least 2 years before he kicked them out. He didn't make it out the summer. I couldn't even get a Coke out of this, nigga. That's what 3BlackGeeks do. We bet for Coca-Colas. Yep. You need to tell me I could have had a nice cold cherry Coke 2 years from now. No, I want to be a total asshole, knowing Donald Trump can only stand people for 2.5 minutes.
Well, he was looking at mayor elected Mondami like he was his firstborn child, proud to be his son, and I'm like, wow,
that's how I know. Like that. That's how I know the dementia is real. That's how I know it, because they was like, hey, act smart, look, just act like you like them. Therefore, we're going to confuse the Democrats. That's a really good job, really smart, because I got a big brain. He's small. There's a very small.
He
there's
likes
a very
people. He
big,
likes people. They love him.
and I like and big things, and I get big things on me. This nigga would be later ousted to all of America that he blew a guy in a bathroom on Epstein's Island.
Codename Bubba.
So let me just put this out here. No, it wasn't Bill Clinton.
Thank God.
It was not Bill Clinton.
Time I wish it was.
I kind of do. Because when the Epstein list came out with all those black blotches, quote unquote, from Bill Clinton.
Clinton said, hey, you know what? I don't care. Let's fucking go.
Let's die. Let's you and I die. Nah, release all of it out there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that y'all know about either. I like what Bill Clinton just came out with. Y'all know about that casino boat? Y'all don't know about the casino boat out there in Lake Michigan? Okay, this is what he did. He got a big old riverboat out there in Gary, Indiana, right? And he couldn't get it off the docks. He couldn't get off the docks because they didn't allow that. But guess who allowed it? I did. So he can take that boat in the middle of the lake and do illegal stuff. Ain't that right, Donald? I let you do that. Mm-hmm. We were in the orgy together, and you betray me like this. That's really what we're seeing with Bill Clinton. It's like, so the listing come out. Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. I hate you, nigga. Let's die. He was on it. So I can give y'all dates. I got pictures. Bill Clinton knows he did a bad thing. I will give Bill this. He knows he's caught up in some ish. Real talk. If he was 20 years younger, we would want him under a jail.
Said it best. He talked it over with his wife.
He talked it over
guy and was like
it over with God.
And and all of them sat there and was like, you know what? Fuck it.
He talked it over. Let's be real. You know that Bill has a real ride or die when he can get caught up in all the scandalous mess while he was president.
Okay.
She stood by him. And it'd have been one thing if she stood by him up until his second term was done and they got divorced.
Nobody would have said nothing.
Yeah, no one would have said anything. The fact that we were during 2015 and 2016, we were about to call this man the first husband at one point.
Which
we was actually about to call him that earlier until him and Hillary decided, let's get a little bit racist. We can't get Obama in here. Let's get just a little bit racist. We ain't got to call him a nigga.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. What was that? What was that thing called again? With the dreadlocks and the shoulder cannon and what was it called? Predator, Bill. Yeah. Predator.
Shoulder cannon.
Predator. Call them super predators.
Super.
The dreadlocks and the shoulder cannon.
We really emphasize the nigger on this. We really.
The dust settled. It was like, okay, maybe we went a little too Reagan. Okay.
All right. Come on, guys. Come on. Hey.
Hillary. Hillary, by the way,
you're still my brother, right? You're still my brother. Right? Yeah, there we go.
By the way, Hillary, do me a favor. Put this in your purse for me, would you? It's the hot sauce bottle.
Do you keep that hot sauce on you, Hillary?
My
husband's a prophet. So we were sitting there, and I'm thinking to myself, well, this administration can't get worse. They come out with that Times, that joke in the new, and what was that, Vanity Fair? And you got that old busted picture of Marco Rubio looking like he got jumped. You got Stephen Miller looking like he's the Gestapo's. He looks like he's the second boss in a Wolfenstein game. You got your girl, the spokesmodel girl, the spokesperson girl that always get up there and says, Mr. Trump has the biggest penis and he has the best economy. So you can, yeah, that girl. What I love is that they zoomed in on this heifer's lips. Now you see these good nigga lips I got. She ain't got that. You can see all these dots. I'm like, oh, the injection marks. And then the chief of staff looking just like Cancer Tails, looking like this. I'm like, this is glorious. I always wanted to know what Frieza's henchmen would look like in real life. And here we are. I've been waiting on this.
We're over here watching. We're over here watching. We're over here looking at the the F grade version of the Frieza Force.
Sir, how dare you? How dare you? They are the fucking Z grade.
Nah, this is the week. This is
the
Tuesday crew. You remember Fist of the North Star? This is the Tuesday crew of Raoul's. This is Raoul's Tuesday crew. How can you be? I mean this. How can y'all be so evil and so
at it
and so retarded?
Because
you sped ran. Chris, today I just put up an episode. Of Men in Black, right?
Yeah.
And you said, and I quote, they're speed running through Project 2025. Chris, that was May when we did that episode.
Mm-hmm. They've reached pretty much close to the end.
And notice how nobody's brought it up.
I mean, because the voting rights thing, because they're trying to roll that shit back.
Mm-hmm.
Because they already did this shit with
and guess what? They're also trying to roll back the Social Security stuff that they were talking about taking away.
The UPS, the postal service shit. Like, so mail-in ballots now, they're not going to be. Normally, they get postmarked, so they can get counted for the election. They just announced today, as the end of the year, hey, we're not going to do any postmarks. So yeah, those mail-in ballots. Yeah.
So So is it safe to say that 2020?
They're tampering. They're trying to tamper with the election.
Like, is this safe?
You see, babe. You see, mail-in ballots were very important during COVID, but they're more important for African American homes, right?
Because
the reason why is because it's more convenient for them, because usually they work more than white people.
Is it safe to say that 2026 is about to be the year of the walk back?
Oh yeah. There are people in so many spaces, media and real life and influencers and otherwise now, that I would probably say not even like 2 months into Trump's election. I want to say it was right around the time that whole Social Security shit was popping up and stuff with Doge. And we started seeing the real effects, because this administration, even to this day, as of currently right now, have been basically not giving us the data numbers. But if you are already looking at the job market, we know shit's fucking terrible, and we are technically in a recession. And you're trying to soft pad the numbers and act like it doesn't exist. And it's like, no, you can't do that.
Man, there ain't no recession. We just can't eat bread a lot. What y'all talking about?
That's the reason why I said that we've been living through the world's dirtiest domino effect since 9/11.
Is this what the 80s was like, basically? Because people, look, we sit there and glorify the 80s because of the movies, but then we forget, like, they had like 2 recessions, one under Reagan and one under Bush, and like,
and we've gone through. We've gone through at least 4.
Yeah.
It's, look,
4 recessions.
I don't know.
A literal global pandemic. Still can't believe that happened. Terror, 20-year-long war. Dude, we're talking about a war that lasted longer than some Gundam series.
Hold on. We got out of one because, Biden finally got a lot of them dudes out of Afghanistan finally and stuff.
And then Trump told everybody to drop what they were doing, leaving thousands upon thousands of dollars in military equipment millions, of military equipment behind.
Well, hey, Gaza, Palestine, that whole shebang.
Like I said, world's dirtiest domino effect.
I'm sorry. Who do you support, Chris?
Well, according to Blue Sky on the list I'm on, apparently I'm a fucking filthy Zionist, and I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
How are you a Zionist? What did you say about Chris? What did you say about Palestine?
I said nothing.
This right here. This right
What did you say
here.
about Palestine?
This right
I just
here
because apparently because I said, hey, Kamala had a bad break in the election. Oh, hey, what's going on over here?
How
This
dare
right
you let
here.
your opinion out there, Chris?
This right here is what I'm talking about, Chris. I am pointing at you, sir.
This is shit we keep on telling you about it, Chris. This is shit we keep on saying. We gotta mention this to you.
This is what I'm talking about. You thought running away to Blue Sky was gonna fix all y'all problems.
I never said that. I just got tired of Elon throwing fucking right-wing bullshit in my fucking face every 5
You thought
goddamn
by
minutes.
going to a super left-wing version of the same platform was gonna fix it.
Hey, I don't have ads and no algorithm, so
I didn't have ads either.
No.
You can't keep getting away with it.
I'm talking on Twitter, that fucking hellhole of a site with AI ads and right-wing bullshit.
This whole year has been an AI ad.
That's what I'm saying. You can't escape it. AI is on Facebook. It's on Instagram. It's on social media.
Rock having infighting with Elon, basically saying, no, fuck you, I'm right. Like,
I was here for it. I'm here. Like, look, I'm here to watch the mobile doll system implode on itself. Okay.
I'm laughing at the fact that people really sat there. My man Elon, even when all his tweaks that get Grok on his side, Grok is like, no, this isn't right.
Which that reminds me, I believe it was either Grok or ChatGPT, but I remember. Do you guys remember somebody asked AI this question? If you had to pick a race, if you could pick a race to be,
it was Grok.
It was Grok. Okay, all right, it was Grok. So what asked Grok? If you had to, if you could be a race, like a specific race or whatever, who would you pick? And when Grok said that they would be black and gave the most detailed reasons as to why they chose black, it got too real to Twitter, where Grok was taken off of the platform, had to be tweaked, and came back 2 weeks later, and suddenly you ask that question, and it would never give that answer again.
They tweaked it to be racist.
They did.
A lot of black.
It's amazing how they did it.
There's a lot of black creatives in the tech space that sat there and said this would happen, and they got told, "Fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, all right,
we told all of y'all.
Somewhere
we told all of you the second this came out, y'all were going to do this prompt crap because y'all don't like taking truths.
And suddenly, the internet owes Marquez Brownlee an apology.
That's Marquez right there. Y'all want to say something?
He's all right, dude. It's so bad how much the internet threw him under the bus. They called him like YouTube's biggest tech shill.
Look,
I like how he was like, why y'all say fuck me for? Like,
he is just a he is just a black kid from Toronto. Just
that is fascinated with tech.
That's it. He got to hang out with Deadmau5. Like,
also has a Snapdragon. I'm sorry, I can't even do the skit right.
Now, granted, he's somebody who actually has his own studio and his own media company, and God, this just wasn't the good year for a lot of tech bros. Even Linus Tech Tips got thrown under the bus hard.
But I think everybody doing it.
2025, ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a year.
So, only thing I can say is this: next year, 3 Black Geeks, we're going to be celebrating our 15th anniversary. We already got the stuff where we already got the shows that we're planning to do next year, at least for the 3 Black Geeks, for at least the 3BG podcast. Now for everything else, that's still up in the air, but we're going to be definitely doing some stuff. Look, I just want the show to be over with. Sorry, but yeah, this year has been unkind. But I'm glad but I mean this from the bottom of my heart to anybody that ever listens to us. Y'all have been kind to us. This has been a okay year for 3BlackGeeks. I mean, there was a lot of changes just around, so our listens kind of went wonky this year. But I think that's just been that is just reflective on the type of year we had. And I really hope next year is better. And I hope that as soon as it hits midnight on January 1st, Donald Trump doesn't go, "We're going to war with Russia," or some bullshit like that. Like we're bombing we're bombing Morocco or something like that.
That does remind me. You guys remember? I think it was this time around, a few years back, when he bombed and killed that what was it, Afghan, like a commander or whatever. Not in Iraq. It might have been Afghanistan. We almost went to World War III because of him back in, what was it, 2019?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he's sitting his old decrepit self down somewhere, at least for the first week of January. Don't get us thrown into World War III. You have a tendency of doing that every January.
I don't wish death on nobody. Really, I don't. But Trump looked like he got about under a year left. That's all I gotta say.
Look,
it's the one time that we actually want the Simpsons prediction to be right.
Like, here's the thing. Like I said, I really don't mean it, but the way his health is going, he looks worse than actually Joe Biden. And that's amazing.
And that's a man
because Joe looked bad.
No, here's the thing. Joe he's been dealing with what? He's actually got cancer.
Yeah, he was dealing like some type of cancer and all that. He'd been sick. He was sick when he was when he was president.
But it was after he left his presidency that he came out and admitted what he had.
Yeah, but you can tell. But here's the thing: he was functional, kind of, not really.
Yeah.
The point is this: look, because we all said the same thing. Hey, yo, Joe, that last debate though. You look like you need to sit down. So, like I said, hopefully, when JD Vance becomes president, it goes exactly the way I think it's going to go. Nothing gets done. Because I think this is going to happen. Nothing's going to get done. And Mike Johnson, I really hope Mike Johnson gets hit by a car. Fuck him. I mean that. Ain't nothing worse than all these closeted gay men. By the way, how did y'all break Tinder 2 times? Y'all crashed Tinder twice. Y'all at Charlie Kirk's funeral memorial, y'all broke Tinder.
No risk, no reward.
I just saw 2 guys in the bathroom looking at each other face to face saying that. I'm done.
Oh, man.
I'm done. I'm done talking. Huh? Everybody done? We done?
Yeah. Till the